Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final premium live event before Wrestlemania. Welcome to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Welcome to the 2022 Elimination Chamber Extravaganza. Hello, everyone. This is the voice, Cheyenne Ortiz. I am being joined by all of you on this Saturday morning here in the United States of America as the WWE Universe has transponded all the way to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much for joining me on this Saturday afternoon. I'm going to be having guests joining me for commentary and so much more on this spectacular card. Of course, 2 Elimination Chamber matches here tonight in Saudi Arabia. Plus, in addition to that, Goldberg, WWE Hall of Famer, returns to challenge the man who is now in God mode, Roman Reigns. All right, I got one.
What's going on, brother?
Okay, I hear you. I got one.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Can we get one more in here and then we can do this?
Michael J. Putty is logging on, I believe.
Okay.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you for joining us last minute. I'm terribly sorry, but shit happens. I hate to be that guy.
No, of course, you totally get it.
And this is my first time, not that it's final at all. I have to redo it. This is my first time on my new setup. I'll be sure to send you guys photos when it's done. But I spent most of the night making a studio command center thing, and this is it.
You got a good setup there, man. From what I can see, you have a good background.
Oh, well, I mean, well, that you've already seen. I'm talking about the lay of the land. All right, you can hear me and I can hear you. I just need Putty in. There's a private chat here. If you look to your right-hand side.
Yep, see it.
That's where we're going to communicate. The comments is for anybody watching the live stream. I don't know why I'm taking me not looking at the camera so personally. The comments going to be for anybody watching the live stream. Of course, in between matches and entrances, try to share. And like I said, there's a private chat that I'm going to be talking to you guys at, because some of these matches we're going to do together. Some of them you guys are going to do. Some of them I'm going to do with you guys individually, because part of why I want to do this was because, and yes, we're live having this open conversation right now. Part of why I want to do this was so that I could gauge where you guys are at, because remember, ultimately, we've never worked together, but I've never heard you.
True. No, that's very true.
And I don't know if you guys have ever heard me, but, you know, I've never heard you guys, so all the same. Am I coming in fine? You guys hear me fine?
I hear you fine. Do you hear me?
Okay. No, you're perfect. You're perfect. If anything, I could raise my laptop volume, but I hear you just fine.
Beautiful.
I'm waiting for Putty.
Putty is coming on. He had to shut everything down, and it's taking a few minutes to come back up. So he's got some technical difficulty, but he's coming on.
Like I said.
Well, that's the tribal chief coming out.
Back to private chat. All right, Mark, I'm going to start sharing, cover the entrance.
All right, here he is, the tribal chief himself coming out with the master of it all, Paul Heyman. The Universal Champion looks ready to go here. A war that's been in the making for what, over a year?
Over 2 years now. Remember, this match was supposed to originally take place at WrestleMania, but thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic and like so many other things that it ruined, this match is now coming to fruition here in the kingdom in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. It is the tribal chief, the man who is currently claiming to be in God mode, taking on the Hall of Famer, Goldberg.
No claims necessary. Roman Reigns, it is a fact, is in God mode. He is the needle mover, and Goldberg is just another obstacle in the way of Roman Reigns cementing his legacy. Look at his face, Cheyenne. You mean to tell me this guy who's claiming to be God mode, he is God mode?
Nothing but determination and confidence oozing out of the face of the Universal Champion, the longest reigning WWE Universal Champion in history. Universally speaking, championships or not, Roman Reigns is in a class all by his own that he crafted with some help by the right hand himself, Paul Heyman.
Oh, not for nothing. Paul Heyman is a genius in his own right. But Roman Reigns, he doesn't need any help. Let's face the facts. There are many times he's done this by himself. Roman Reigns chooses to have Paul Heyman on his side. Roman Reigns chooses to have his cousins by his side with the bloodline.
That's an excellent point. Let's not forget the fact that there was an almost 2-month span where Paul Heyman was absent to the side of the tribal chief.
And the show kept on going. The show kept on going with Roman Reigns. Obviously still holding the Universal Championship. Let me tell you, Goldberg, he's got to be... Oh, the champion's about to speak.
Very interesting. Moments away from facing Goldberg, the tribal chief has words for us all.
Oh, we acknowledge. And that's all he has to say. That's all he has to say is acknowledge me. Obviously, Saudi Arabia is acknowledging him. We all acknowledge him. Now Goldberg has to acknowledge him.
It is an experience like no other. The permeation, the anticipation that is the arrival of Hall of Famer Goldberg. Former Universal Champion, WCW Champion, WCW United States Champion. A very tumultuous history when competing in Saudi Arabia. I think that's why this is one of the biggest Goldberg matches of the last 10 years, Mark.
Oh, no doubt about it. Listen, there's no denying the legacy of Goldberg. There's no denying the undefeated streak that he had in WCW and the badass reign that he had in WWE multiple times. But this is a whole other story. This isn't Hulk Hogan. This isn't Brock Lesnar. No, this is the tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Goldberg, as per usual, in condition second to none for a Hall of Famer. You know, you talk about a lot of guys still competing of a certain age. I think it's more than point proven. There's only 3 guys that can compete at the age of Goldberg at a certain level: Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, and Bill Goldberg.
Hey, listen, Tom Brady competed to a very late age and retired still on top. Right now, Goldberg has got to be thinking, man, maybe I should have retired on top because Roman Reigns is about to put him under.
That remains to be seen. Remember, it is the battle of the spears right now. Is it wreck everyone and leave, or does the streak take a new victim? We're about to find out in our big match introduction. Now, you got to believe the longer this match goes, let's just state the obvious. The longer this match goes, the more in favor it is for Roman Reigns, right, Mark?
Oh, you gotta believe that. Roman Reigns is top-notch condition. Yes, we talked about the physique of Goldberg, but that's for a man who's, what, 40s and his 50s? No, Roman Reigns is in the prime of his career. Roman Reigns looks better than anything. Roman Reigns has a motor, and he can go.
Absolutely right.
Goldberg needs a big knockout blow early, to your point, Cheyenne. And right now, the standoff doesn't help Goldberg right now. Both men are unfazed by each other. What must Goldberg be thinking? Goldberg has to know this is the biggest match of his life.
Absolutely. Let's keep in mind that the platform for Goldberg continues to get elevated. He continues to raise his own personal bar. Let's just say what it is. Comes back after being out of the professional wrestling business indefinitely. Defeats Brock Lesnar. Earns himself a Universal title shot against Kevin Owens. Once again takes on Brock Lesnar. And despite being vanquished, returns to defeat Dolph Ziggler. Competes at a WrestleMania against Braun Strowman. Okay? And now let's take a look at the fact that here we are. Saudi Arabia, Elimination Chamber 2022. It's Goldberg versus Roman Reigns.
Some people would say this is a fantasy booking right here, but no, it is reality. And reality is Roman Reigns has the upper hand of Goldberg.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, joining us is Michael J. Putty, the other half of the Shot of Wrestling podcast. Welcome to the broadcast booth.
Thank you for having me, brother. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
The action spilling to the outside here in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. The opening contest of the 2002 Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. We are so thankful that you all joined us this afternoon.
Yeah, and as Michael J. Putty stated, thank you for having us, Shot of Wrestling, here on the program. It is a privilege to be here Saturday watching Elimination Chamber and kicking off the big-time fight here. Roman Reigns defending his championship against Bill Goldberg.
And what a way to start the night. Universal Championship match. A match 2 years in the making.
The pendulum at a stalemate right now on the outside.
Spear! Could that be it? This is the match over, gentlemen. Got him with a jackhammer. The match is over. New Universal Champion.
Putty, I think you might be ahead.
Am I?
And as you said, spear by Goldberg. Roman Reigns is down.
Full head of steam now. Roman Reigns gets cut off with the spear. Goldberg retaliating and initializing the first spear of this contest.
Oh, no. And we all know it falls up. No, Roman Reigns. Rock bottom. Or his own version of it. The cover.
Cover.
Oh, my Lord. That was a close call.
Getting a 2.
Big move by Roman Reigns. Something that we have not seen pull from his arsenal. A move similar to his cousin, The Rock.
That was my first time ever seeing Roman Reigns hit the Uranagi. What about you guys?
I've never seen that before.
As the Roman Reigns comes to a close, Roman is back at a vertical base and he's saying it's loaded up.
Boom! Hits it. Big Superman punch. Fans on their feet because they know what's coming next. Goldberg's number is soon to be up. Oh!
Whoa!
Big counter by Goldberg.
To some who are sports entertainment purists, they're saying that Goldberg is probably lasting much longer in this contest than expected.
I definitely had the under in this one, Cheyenne. I am losing that bet.
Second spear, Roman Reigns is completely gasping for respiratory assistance as Goldberg's got the front face lock.
And we've seen many people fall victim to this. Will Goldberg be another one?
Oh, the front face lock. There it is. Could be guillotine time, buddy.
No one gets out of the guillotine. I think this is over. Goldberg's got to tap out here.
Buddy, we have seen countless, and I mean countless, title defenses become successful with the guillotine. If Roman can get his legs wrapped around, you got to believe it's over.
And Goldberg knows that.
There it is.
Roman Reigns just has to get him down.
As the sun sets here in Saudi Arabia, can we see the sun set in the career of Goldberg?
There it is. There's the leg wrap, but Goldberg's at a vertical base still.
Roman Reigns has to get him down, and it is game over for Goldberg. As Putty said, the sun may set on Goldberg's career.
Putty, look at that position. Center of the ring.
It could just be it. It's Goldberg fading.
That's it. That is it.
Lights out. Sun is set. Goldberg is done.
Can anybody stop Roman Reigns at this point? Can anybody stop Roman Reigns?
Hell no, Putty. God mode activated. Roman Reigns is once again the Universal Champion.
Not only does the ascension of Roman Reigns continue, but we now know that Roman Reigns will compete and defend the Universal title at the most stupendous WrestleMania of all time. Too stupendous for one night. Roman Reigns will once again be acknowledged.
And we know he'll be going against Brock Lesnar. Now, will it be title for title? We'll find out later tonight.
Absolutely.
What a
As
way
you
to start
take
the night
perhaps
here.
one
What a great
last
match to
look
start.
at the Hall of Famer Goldberg. Hats off to Bill Goldberg for coming back tonight as we take you to the replay here. This is when Roman Reigns firmly believed that he had it in his grasp until getting cut down by the spear.
And Roman Reigns studied that playbook all too well. He knew what was going to happen next, and Roman Reigns had that in the bag. Once he put in that guillotine, it is night-night.
But, Putty, I asked the question,
What a way to start the
do
night.
you believe that Roman Reigns took it to the guillotine because he was not able to get a 3 count on Goldberg?
Hands down. No, it's the legend of Goldberg. He knows Goldberg is not an easy man whose shoulders are be able to pin to the mat. So he went to the guillotine. He went to the deep in the playbook. That guillotine has won matches before. And here has proved to be the Hulk. That is Goldberg.
Guys, when was the last time we seen Goldberg lose by submission, by passing out in the middle of the ring? When did that happen last time?
It's possibly been decades, right? I mean, all the Goldberg losses of recent memory have been by clear, decisive pinfalls.
This is not only just a win for Roman Reigns, this is a statement win.
Big time.
Now he's beaten many former champions. He's beaten Hall of Famers. Can we finally say he's Universal Champion of all time? Has he earned his spot on everybody's Mount Rushmore?
There's no doubt Roman Reigns is a first ballot Hall of Famer who once his career is up, when he decides to hang it up. And he may end his career still as Universal Champion. So absolutely, if that's the case, Mount Rushmore it is. Put all 4 spots as a tribal chief.
That's hard to argue. Right now, he's the best in the business. This is the best Roman Reigns we've ever seen. I think he's unstoppable. Good luck, Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Yeah, who would think that? Brock Lesnar, underdog.
When last time Brock Lesnar went to a match the underdog?
Can't remember. Can't remember, buddy. I don't think it's ever happened with Brock Lesnar.
2002, if possible. Never since.
It had to be when he was a rookie year going against The Rock for the championship. Had to be. Because only of the fact that he was a rookie.
The WWE Universe has transponded to the Kingdom of Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, for this Saturday afternoon premium live event, the 2022 Elimination Chamber, being broadcasted here in a watch-along campaign on Cheyenne the Voice YouTube channel. Joining me for this broadcast, Shot of Wrestling Podcast, Mark and Mike. Here we are, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Coming up next, the Men's Elimination Chamber contest and the first official title defense of one Bobby Lashley. Guys, chime in here. What are your thoughts?
Oh, my God. First title defense in his new reign. The last thing you want to do is defend it in Elimination Chamber against 5 other men. But if anyone can do it, it is the almighty Bobby Lashley. Buddy, are you with us? I think we lost Michael J. Putty there. Cheyenne, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm all about being a fighting champion. But I do believe that it's a little unfair that the first official title defense on behalf of the Almighty is in the Elimination Chamber. You want to talk about daunting? It does not get more daunting than Satan's Playground.
And then, of course, you have to add to the fact here, the elephant in the room, Brock Lesnar inserting himself in this match because, oh, I'm Brock Lesnar. I can do what I want. Definitely not fair. Definitely went over the heads of MVP, Adam Pearce, and whatnot here. Apparently, Brock Lesnar has Vince McMahon's ear to get himself in this match, and here we go.
Gonna send that link again just in case.
Yeah, I got some technical.
I got him. Welcome back to Michael J. Putty.
Welcome back. How are you guys?
It's like you never left.
I actually hear you much better now, so that was meant to be.
We're to find out. It's going to be
Here
title
we
versus
go,
title
ladies
WrestleMania.
and gentlemen. Now, Putty, for those who I would believe is not exist in this broadcast, for those who are foreign, lay down the rules of the Elimination Chamber match.
You begin with 2 superstars in the ring. 4 superstars are in the pod. At regular intervals, a pod is released. Once you get pinned or submitted, you are eliminated until we find the last man or woman standing, the champion, the winner of the Elimination Chamber.
As we are seeing the Elimination Chamber lower. And there it is. Rhea Ripley, Nikki Ash, Doudrop, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, and Liv Morgan.
All very capable. 1000%. Now, what version of Alexa Bliss will we see here tonight? Obviously, going through multiple therapy sessions over the last few weeks.
Very fair point.
Will we see the goddess? Or will we see the Alexa Bliss we have come to know over the last year and a half here, a completely different side?
Well, we know that started off safe in a pod is the EST, Bianca Belair.
Of course. Just like how she was the last to enter the gauntlet, taking advantage of the situation, Bianca Belair it's been pretty much smooth sailing for her on this road to WrestleMania.
Buddy, you got to believe that the sentimental favorite here is Bianca Belair, thanks to her WrestleMania victory last year. But how sentimental can it be? She's going to be in the pod. We know, if nothing else, she's going to have more time than the last 2 competitors. I agree.
I didn't hear Putty what he had to say, but last year was last year. Bianca Belair struck gold. It was a Cinderella year for her, and she had a hell of a year. But it is 2022. Different circumstances. Let's see what she's got.
Gentlemen, do you have a heavy favorite on who's going to win this match?
Well, Doudrop coming out now, I mean, she's definitely got the advantage as far as the power, the strengths, so you have to think about that. But she's also a rookie as far as with Elimination Chamber competition goes. So I would have to say the advantage, ooh, that is tough, buddy. I would have to go with someone that's more experienced in there. I would have to go with, say, someone like Alexa Bliss.
Really?
She's been in it before. She's won it before.
September. True, good point. It's needed to win a match like this.
Doudrop's
first elimination
Doudrop making
chamber.
her way into the chamber. Now, Doudrop, the heavy hitter in this contest, on top of making a debut, the power advantage has got to go to her and to Rhea Ripley, correct?
1000%. And listen, we've seen many Elimination Chamber pods not withhold the power of certain individuals. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that here tonight in this match.
Absolutely. Now, Putty, I got to put you on the hot seat here. Who is your overall pick to win this Elimination Chamber match?
I think we still have technical problems with Putty. Well, she certainly has to be the fan favorite in this match, but this isn't Cyber Tuesday or whatever you want to call it. This not a match it's determined by the fans. Rhea Ripley, she's got to prove her spot here to go on to WrestleMania.
Let's keep in mind the incredible showcase of power that Rhea Ripley had this past week on Monday Night Raw when she was able to hit the pump handle slam on Doudrop.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of people didn't think that she was able to do it, and she did. Rhea Ripley's type of person that proves people wrong, and she could do it again tonight. Listen, we're talking about the strength of Rhea Ripley. We talk about the strength of Doudrop. We have not talked about the strength of Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is very talented. She's very athletic. She is fast, but she is also another powerhouse in this match. And we apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We do have some technical difficulty on Putty's end here. Michael J. Putty, can you hear us?
I see him, but I think he got frozen again. No, he's moving.
Rhea Ripley doing pull-ups in that chamber. She is ready to go.
Here comes Nikki, almost a superhero here. Now, is she the final pod competitor, or is she starting it off?
Oh, Nikki ASH, almost a superhero. Oh, look at Rhea Ripley. She's got her eyes set. They have a personal vendetta here. But it doesn't look like she's starting it off, right?
No, I think she's going to get the final pod, unless I'm mistaken.
No, I think she's getting the final pod. If I'm Nikki ASH, I would stay far away from Rhea Ripley. Nikki ASH, as we know, has been showing a different side of her. Hell, she's almost a superhero. She might be a superhero after tonight.
Well, she'll certainly raise herself into a different category if she can not only win the Elimination Chamber, but headline WrestleMania.
Go to a certain level. Cheyenne, she's a former women's champion.
Yeah,
we have to acknowledge that.
Headline a WrestleMania. Stupendous.
Oh, this is a bad move on her part, getting right into the face of Rhea Ripley. That is not a woman I want to piss off.
Absolutely.
Especially in a chamber.
Well,
here she is, a woman who has won the hearts of many over the last few months for sure with her feud that she had with Becky Lynch. Liv Morgan coming on out. Shia, she's no stranger to the chamber, but she hasn't had much success. How do you think she fares tonight?
Well, you got to understand something. Liv Morgan is having, despite not having that many big match victories, is having a very definitive career. And let's not forget how she's leveled up completely back at the December pay-per-view.
No, she's definitely has a lot of momentum, but keep in mind that momentum was cut down by Becky Lynch. What does that do for her confidence? Does that get her back to the big dance, or does that bring her back down?
You make an excellent point, but we've seen the spark inside of Liv Morgan. I'm hoping she ignites it here tonight.
Hey, listen, I'm the first to admit Liv Morgan has hit another level. But to get through tonight with the competitors in this match in a chamber, she's got to kick it up another gear if she has one in her.
100%. There it is.
Oh, we've seen her before. We've seen this look before. Let's see how the therapy. Let's see how the therapy factor plays in tonight.
That's one hell of an entrance right there.
She is definitely the wild card in this match. How do you prepare for someone like Alexa Bliss?
Well, Alexa Bliss I don't even think versatile is the proper word to label her. I think her wheelhouse alone is a weapon. And we're going to see that showcase to a different level here tonight as she is now taking a better and closer look to a structure that you alluded to she is more than familiar with in the Elimination Chamber.
Experience definitely goes a long way, especially if you've won it before. Alexa Bliss has become a master of mind games. Just staring into the eyes of each opponent.
Mark, what's Michael's shoot again on Facebook?
Mike Alderdice. I did message him.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Oh, whoops. I did not say I did in here. My bad.
Okay, I got the shoot name there. So Bliss got to come out last. I'm not a fan of that. I know that's not professional for me to say, but I am totally not a fan of what I just saw.
It was a little odd, Cheyenne. I'm not going to lie here. I don't know if that's Alexa Bliss playing mind games or what, but needless to say, here we are. Nikki ASH starting off against Liv Morgan.
All right, I dropped the link. And here we go. Oh, this is loud. Oh, right on the outside. Right on the outside.
They are not wasting time at all.
And now we've got a face-off between former friends who are now foes in Satan's playground.
Satan's playground is right. Oh, my Lord. Nikki ASH just sent Liv Morgan flying into that chamber. And this is something we did not talk about before. Satan's playground is correct. I mean, this chamber, there's miles of steel surrounding it. There is no safe place to go in that ring. Every place hurts. Oh.
You're looking at 2 whole miles of solid steel chain. We are talking about plexiglass. We are talking about over 2 tons of metal structure to create the Elimination Chamber. There's a cover, and only a 2 by Nikki, almost a superhero.
And it's going to take more than that. I mean, Liv Morgan, she's definitely got a fighting spirit. She knows what's at stake tonight.
Innovative offense here by Nikki, almost a superhero, as we are getting ready for the next entrant to enter outside of their pod and into the chamber. It's going to be...
Oh, man.
Here we go.
Not what anyone wants to see. Nikki ASH has to learn.
We know she's built for power. Is she built for stamina? That's the question. Big time headbutt.
I mean, kind of going to the point you said about the Goldberg match earlier before. I mean, Doudrop, she needs to make an impact fast, I think, here tonight.
I agree. And I think we're about to see the first impact right here. Look at this. Look at this.
Slammed right into the chamber.
Incredible.
Her strength is unmatched, especially between Liv Morgan and Nikki ASH. Oh.
And oof! Using her
Splat
body as a weapon. Excellent strategy. Oh, look at Liv.
Caught in midair. Doudrop not even breaking a sweat. This is just way too easy for Doudrop.
By Doudrop.
Doudrop has to go for a pin.
Now, here's the thing, guys. Doudrop has got to start thinking eliminations. The quicker she can hold the ring and hold the line, the more this match will be in her favor.
No, absolutely. I think right now, I mean, she's getting in her head that she's got the upper advantage, but she's forgetting she's got still 3 other opponents to deal with when they come out.
Nikki Ash taking a moment for herself as we get ready for the next competitor to be released from their pod.
I think she's playing it smart, staying in the middle of the ring, keeping her head on a swivel. You don't know which one's going to come out next. And she better not hope her next victim is Rhea Ripley.
Well.
Oh, I spoke too soon.
Welcome to the Nightmare Zone as Rhea Ripley has entered the Elimination Chamber.
The Nightmare Zone in Satan's Playhouse. I'd be looking to get out of that ring too.
Only way to go is up, and that's not the best option either.
There's no way to go but through. And Nikki ASH has to realize that.
Kick right to the chest. Down goes Doudrop. Nikki Ash realizing that there's nothing but air and imagination in between the two of them.
And now here she goes. She's going up. Oh. Uh-oh.
Now, that's not a smart play in my book.
No, it never ends well.
Completely dangerous falls from all sorts of elevation inside the chamber.
I mean, there's a reason why people say this type of match takes years off your career, and we're about to see, I think, right now.
Oh, right into the chain. And luckily, the other female superstars being a cushion for Nikki, almost a superhero, as Ripley scales down the chamber.
And look at Rhea Ripley. She's just in her element right now. She's enjoying this. Oh, Riptide. Game over. Nikki ASH.
Is Nikki already going to be eliminated? There's the cover. 1, 2, 3.
Good night, Nikki ASH. She was trying to get out of that ring before. She's able to now.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Michael J. Putty. Putty, how are you?
He's on mute.
I'm going to fix that right now. What the hell?
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Now we got you.
Loud and clear?
You're loud and clear, buddy.
Loud and clear, and you're coming in at a great speed.
Oh, awesome. Great. Finally. Sorry about that.
All good.
Whoa, Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss coming in hot.
Buddy, take it away.
Alexa Bliss, we'll finally see long-awaited re-debut. We haven't seen her since September. Many eyes are wondering, what Alexa Bliss will we see? And here we are. Gentlemen, are you guys happy with this incarnation of Alexa Bliss?
The WWE Universe completely rejoicing at the physical return of Bliss. Cover 1, 2. Only a 2 count here in the 2022 Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. There you see the hashtag WWE Chamber. You know what's not hashtagging? Us 3. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow Shot Wrestling Podcast and Shine the Voice on all forms of social media. Linktree.com/Shine the Voice as Rhea Ripley takes control of Liv Morgan.
Yeah, taking control is an understatement, Cheyenne. Rhea Ripley showing her power, as we were talking before, tossing Liv Morgan like she was nothing.
Liv now thinking high risk, but Doudrop says otherwise. Oh!
And what is Doudrop doing?
Just made a Liv Morgan frittata. That's what she made.
Oh, man. You do not want to see Doudrop at that level.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Similar to what happened at the Royal Rumble here, guys. Remember that?
True, yeah.
How can anyone forget? What?
And now check this out. Liv Morgan creating an incredible moment and perhaps a great
Oh!
3.
Wow! What a move by Liv Morgan! But how much damage did that do? You see here, she's holding her knee.
Buddy, you can see there, Liv is favoring that left knee, but that is a Dynamite elimination.
Huge.
Dynamite elimination.
Doudrop is a big threat in this competition just based on her power. And Liv Morgan eliminated one of the biggest threats in the competition. Gentlemen,
Speaking of threats, Bianca Belair walked out first, entering the chamber last.
Bianca Belair, one has to think that the odds are favoring her. She's coming in last. Could she repeat what she did at the Gauntlet, favoring the time slot which she came out of?
Oh, Morgan again getting caught up on that top turnbuckle.
Oh, my Lord, the strength of Bianca Belair is insane, ladies and gentlemen.
And look at this. Look at this. One hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Like she is nothing. Like she's a child.
The only other two competitors that I ever saw do a one-handed gorilla press, both Hall of Famers, Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson.
That's good company, isn't it?
See here, guys, it's going to come down. Is it going to become power or is it going to be experience that's going to win this match tonight?
Belair possessing power, speed, and dominance at the moment right now. But Putty looming in the foreground, it's Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley is somebody you do not want to take lightly. She can easily win this hands down.
Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, you have to say both their talents are equally matched. They have similar type of experience. Are we going to see something in stereo here between both phenomenal women?
Vertical suplex, more of a textbook maneuver on Bianca Belair's part, but Rhea Ripley, no stranger to showcasing her power, as we've been seeing weeks and weeks on Monday Night Raw. As both
it seems like they're trying to outdo each other here. It's not who can do it better, it's who can win this match.
And Belair staggering after that slap.
And this is what we want to see. We'll see him go blow for blow.
Ooh. Exactly like you pointed out, Mark. This is a fisticuff now.
And who's going to get the better exchange here? Oh.
Look at the power. Look at the strength. No, Ripley able to stand. What's... Oh!
Liv Morgan out of nowhere.
Liv Morgan saving the day. Don't count Liv Morgan out just yet.
All Bliss now. You got to believe, thinking twisted time.
And there it is. Good night, Liv Morgan.
Oh.
Many fans are crushed back home, I'm sure, but the match goes on.
Absolutely.
The road to WrestleMania continues between these three women here, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, and Bianca Belair.
What a final three. I'd be happy with anybody winning this match. What a great final three. These women are fighting tooth and nail. All three women want this so bad. You can taste it, Mark.
Absolutely. It's crunch time now, buddy.
And now on the shoulders. Can she get him? And this time, completely exemplifying Ripley. Belair with the cover. We are down to the last two.
Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss. As I said before, it's going to come down to power versus experience, and that's what we have here in the final two.
And Bliss loaded up that kick. Up and over, perhaps, yes. American Destroyer. There's the cover. The shoulders are down, but only a two.
Not enough to put away Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is riding that high from last year. She wants to continue. She wants Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. We've heard her talk about it before.
But Putty, you gotta say here that even though Belair is the emotional favorite here, Alexa Bliss is the returning favorite.
Hands down. She has a sentiment. She has everybody behind her. Everyone wants to see her succeed. She has a huge fan following. And that's why people want her, I think, in my opinion, to win this match.
Great point. Bliss now realizing that her strategy's got to change. Oh, but that might not have been the best idea.
Not at all. You do not want to try. Oh, no.
Incredible. Another reverb. Back into the chamber wall.
This is not good for Alexa Bliss.
Oh, and now just getting dumped.
Bianca Belair, what she have up her sleeve? It's high risk, high reward time. This could seal the fate.
Belair stalking Bliss. 450, but nobody home. Incredible.
Alexa Bliss has to capitalize.
No. It's Belair. She's going to take the knee. Look at the
Not
fire.
quite.
Wow.
Each woman has an answer for the other. This is great. Who wants it more?
Buddy, you got to give a lot of respect to this call and response.
Hands down, these both women are showing you how bad they want to not only get a chance at the championship, but to get a chance to headline WrestleMania. This ain't just any title opportunity. This is a title opportunity at the showcase of the Immortals, WrestleMania.
Roll up only a near fall here as we are still with you on this premium live event experience. Another 2 count from the roll up.
Both these women kicking it to overdrive right now. They know what this means. They know how much they want it. Who's going to come out on top? Bliss or Bianca Belair? Oh, here's a nasty streak that we've come to know and love from Alexa Bliss. Oh. Can she hit it?
Up and over. She's got her. Shoots the half. There's the leg hook. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
There you have it, gentlemen.
Bianca Belair. Big win.
Huge win. Biggest win of her career. And that's including WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble. This might be the biggest, most pressure we've seen on her shoulders. And she came out on top.
Absolutely. The sky is the limit for Bianca Belair, but if that is the case, she's going to own the stratosphere with victories like these, ladies and gentlemen.
People talk about big-time Bex, but you guys say big-time Belair because she shows up in big-time situations like this tonight, going back to WrestleMania to the main event.
Let's keep in mind now that Bianca Belair now has in her cap the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania event, main event, and the Elimination Chamber.
But who will she face, Sir Cheyenne? Will it be Becky Lynch or will it be Lita?
We are going to find out as it is the most stupendous WrestleMania of all time. A WrestleMania so stupendous it cannot be contained on one night. And Bianca Belair is going to the main event scenario for WrestleMania.
Who do you want to see her face? Lita or Becky Lynch?
To be honest with you, I want to see the proper match between Belair and Lynch. What about you, Mark?
I think I can attest to that, but the fact that, Lita, she's sticking her claim here. People love the fact that she's made a big comeback, and she could still go. Can she recapture that magic? That's what we'll find out. But, of course, the odds-on favorite people want to see is that rematch between Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch one-on-one.
He definitely deserves it. That match
at this time, I'm sorry, buddy.
23
at
seconds
this time, we're taking a look at the current WWE champion, Bobby Lashley. Guys, while this video package airs, put over the podcast, get the name out there, do your thing.
All right, guys. You can check us out, Shot of Wrestling, all forms of social media, at Shot of Wrestling. We have our podcast every week. Comes out Monday nights, sometimes little Sundays, as Putty likes to get them out a little bit early. We're on all forms of all podcasts that are out there. Excuse me. We have Podbean, we have Anchor, we have Spotify, Apple, Google. We're all over the place, baby. As you can see here, I'm Mark Schwann.
Putty. And also, Mark, don't forget, we are celebrating we're days away from our 6th year anniversary. We are 6 years in the making, Mark. You've been around, 3 now? And the show is just getting bigger as the years go on. I'm looking forward to entering our 7th year. Not only do we cover the mainstream WWE, AEW, Don't forget about Impact, ladies and gentlemen. Impact is still where it's at, but also we're here at covering the heart of the independent scene in the tri-state area. Mark Schwann does a great job interviewing local talent. Again, if there's a talent in your area, whether it be the West Coast, Southern, Northern, Europe, Asia, hell, Africa, Australia, let us know. Inbox at shotofwrestling.com. Let Mark Schwann know who is the next up-and-coming talent we might see on NXT or AEW. I want to find out because, gentlemen, I don't know if you remember this. A couple of years ago, I think it was 4 years ago, we interviewed an up-and-coming talent on the West Coast named Sammy Guevara. Was an unknown name?
May have heard of him.
Yeah, and look where he is at now. So,
fun fact: that's actually the interview that made me hear of you guys before I knew that you guys were based out of Indies in New York.
That's amazing. Love it. See the power of it. So, yeah, guys, we're all over the place. As Putty has mentioned, I do a lot of interviews. We are also the voice of BCW, the official podcast for them. Right now, I've been focusing a lot on the upcoming return of BCW, Queen of the North 3, as my interview segments have been focused on the talent over there. And Cheyenne, we also understand you may be the voice of BCW for Queen of the North 3.
That's right. I'm going to be returning to that big March event. I'm going to be sitting right with you guys for commentary emanating from the Elks Lodge. It's BCW Queen of the North 3 next month. And you can catch me on March the 12th for American Championship Entertainment, Ace Pro Wrestling, and their next live event in Teaneck, New Jersey.
Hell yeah, let's go.
As we are back here with the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event here, streaming exclusively on Peacock. And speaking of community, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button, and be sure to follow all three of us and all of our entities and projects coming up. I'm going to have some unboxing videos uploading this week. Going to be doing some live casting, some gaming, and I'll be taking a look at one of my favorite wrestling games ever this coming week, the Legends of Wrestling series on PlayStation 2. Stay tuned to all platforms of social media and follow me on Linktree, linktree.com/Cheyenne the Voice. Michael J. Putty, Mark, and Cheyenne Ortiz here for Elimination Chamber. We don't want you to be a bully or a star. We want you to watch with us here for this premium live event as we take a look at Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom.
By the way, great series of video games, Cheyenne. I can't wait to see that video segment because great video game that was.
Yeah, and if you don't realize how many wrestlers, legends, legitimately were never in a video game until that game and haven't been in since.
Facts. Good point.
Tony Atlas, never in a video game. Only those.
Good point. And well deserving too.
I actually, true story, did not know that game existed until this moment. So I definitely want to check that out.
So now you have to watch.
Yeah, no, for real.
I'm not surprised.
So I know out of the 2 plays I'm going to get, one of them is going to be you, right?
Oh, it's got to be.
Okay, I'm breaking the fourth wall. If you don't watch my shit, I'm going to mess with you all next month.
Let's do it.
It's an education.
Call me out.
He won't.
Now, this is an interesting match, and I'll tell you for a few reasons why. Putty and I talked extensively about this when I was a guest on the podcast a few weeks back, the second week of January. We kind of were talking about the implications of the Royal Rumble, returns, rumors, and innuendo. But Putty, things have escalated because now, last night on Smackdown, Ronda Rousey will compete in this match with one arm tied behind her back.
One arm tied behind her back. That is just insane stipulation. But if anybody can do it, it is Ronda Rousey. She's a former UFC Women's Champion. She's so dangerous. One arm behind her back, 2 arms behind her back. She is somebody I personally do not want to mess with. Good luck, Sonya Deville and the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
I think it's a smart move by Sonya Deville. She had to get a leg up somehow, some way.
And this is how you do it? Handicapping your opponent?
Hey, listen, Ronda Rousey, she has to put her money where her mouth is. She said it. Sonya Deville called her out on it. Smart play.
Smart player, the cowardice way out.
Oh, Putty, stop it. You're just jealous because you never thought of it.
I mean, why would you handicap Ronda Rousey?
Why wouldn't you, Putty? She is the baddest woman on the planet. She is a lethal weapon. She is a machine. We all know that.
Same statement you said about Charlotte Flair. Why isn't one arm behind her back?
Charlotte Flair, listen, Naomi and Ronda Rousey, they want to play these games. Charlotte Flair doesn't have to play games. Sonya Deville, look, I mean, she's got one arm. You know, she's about leveling the playing field, buddy. That's all it's about here.
Now, Mark Shawn, how excited do you see Ronda Rousey's back, though? That's the main statement in this match. Ronda Rousey's first match back in a long time, not including the Royal Rumble.
Now, wait a minute, guys. I'm not sure if we're all seeing this here. You haven't alluded to it. Is that a sling?
That
is a sling.
Still recovering from the arm bar put on by Ronda Rousey. Not only here tonight, she's donned that
come
sling.
on. I'm smelling something a little funny here in this little pajama party here in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. What's the calling of the sling here? There's something up, I think.
Well, it's evening the playing field right now. Sonya Deville, her arm was broken by Ronda Rousey a few weeks ago, but Sonya Deville has the guts. She's got the fortitude to step into this match at Saudi Arabia to face Naomi, her long nemesis, and maybe get some revenge here against Ronda Rousey.
I'm smelling something about that sling that's not very kosher. And here comes Naomi, who you got to say something real quick. The fact that Sonya Deville has been so determined and hell-bent at making life miserable for Naomi, despite the fact that at times has been entertaining, Naomi's been persevering, guys.
She's been pulling through. I mean, there's many times where your boss has been putting you down, but she's been meeting adversary every step of the way, and she's pulled through. And now here we are, finally getting a chance at some revenge.
And Naomi should be thanking Sonya Deville for pushing her to that level. Sonya Deville, well, here we go. Sonya Deville clearly saw something in Naomi and wanted to push her a little bit more. And now here we are. And this is how Naomi pays her respect, by forcing Sonya Deville's hand to be in a match here with one arm. Despicable.
Cheyenne, what show are you watching? Because Mark's clearly watching a different show than I am. Sonya Deville is clearly abusing her power and has not made any reference to why she has singled out Naomi.
But why should Naomi get more opportunities? Naomi has never said an answer for that. Just because the fans like her, buddy, that's not enough. You got to prove yourself in that ring. And Sonya Deville's been forcing her to. And as you guys said, Naomi has been stepping up. Good for her.
Rowdy Ronda Rousey paying homage to her trainer, Judo Jean LaBelle, and her MMA roots, wearing a gi here tonight in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the 2022 Elimination Chamber. Great points made by both of you here, Mark and Mike. And we are set to kick things off in this tag team match. History making. Ronda Rousey's first appearance in Saudi Arabia. Am I correct?
Correct.
That is correct. This is also the first multiple matches that we're having here from the women's division and Saudi Arabia as well. So very exciting times here.
Absolutely. And I'm going to tag out so that you guys can call the women's championship match when Becky Lynch defends against Lita later on, as we get a look back at all the success in media that Ronda Rousey has provided, not just herself, but the WWE.
Huge assets at WWE. The mainstream media has been focusing on not only WWE, but Ronda Rousey, with the biggest names, not only in professional wrestling, but MMA.
Absolutely. UFC Hall of Famer, multiple-time champion in the WWE, and just an all-around ass kicker.
Hey, listen, there's no denying what Ronda Rousey, brings to WWE. Not only just her prestige or what she's done to MMA and Hollywood even, but Ronda Rousey, listen, she's a former champion. Let's face the facts, guys. She's kicked some ass her first go here at WWE, and now here we go again, looking to repeat itself.
Absolutely, and we are getting a sampling of Ronda Rousey taking on Charlotte Flair for the Smackdown Women's Championship at WrestleMania, the most stupendous WrestleMania of all time.
And that WrestleMania, Ronda Rousey will have both arms free, mind you.
This is going to be great when they administer the arm tie.
It's not too cocky here.
Hey, listen, Ronda Rousey signed a contract, so she has to do it.
The right arm.
Let's see.
Right arm woman, so her dominant arm is now being taken out of the equation here. But what can she do with her left arm? It's hard to work your left arm when you're not a left.
Well, that's not just any rope. That is a rope. That is at least an inch in diameter, right, guys? That's a full blown rope.
That's a hurdy.
An absolute
rope, yeah.
And good though. Good.
Clearly,
maybe Sonya Deville could exact some revenge here.
clearly the official in charge was a Boy Scout. Look at those knots.
Well done.
Well, yeah, shout out to the ref for doing that. I would not be able to do it.
And here we go now. We've got a fair contest here, as Mark alluded to, even though I'm pretty sure that he is the consigliere of Sonya Deville here.
I think so.
No concierge
and
here.
there it is. That's exactly what I was pointing out, guys.
Oh, she's better now. That's good.
What do you mean?
That's good.
No, I told you it was a ruse the whole time.
She must have been just medically cleared right before she went to apron. That's good news for Sonya Deville.
At least
let's applaud that.
On the situation. Come on now, guys.
She was medically cleared before she entered the ring while she still wore the sling.
She probably just got the message out.
In the ring.
Good for her. Good for her. We don't know that. You guys are making accusations. We don't know.
As Sonya Deville's got that headlock tightly applied on a one-armed Ronda Rousey who was barely able to get out of it. Something as simple as a headlock. Oh, look at that. Look at that offense by Rousey.
Exactly. Just because she has one arm behind her back doesn't make her any less dangerous, guys.
It might even make her more dangerous. Now she's flying on all her feet. Lethal kick she has.
Because you got to believe all that frustration is going to allow Ronda to create an offense second to none, right?
Hands down. She might be more dangerous now.
So Ronda Rousey, yeah, she might be right-handed, but all fighters, especially at her level, are trained to fight with a left hand, with their opposite leg, just in case the dominant hand might be damaged. Keep that in mind.
Deville still the legal competitor along with Rousey, but now Naomi gets the tag, and this is interesting because this was the starting point. This was the catalyst for this contest as we got a Luis press right here in the middle of the ring.
Again, Sonya Deville abusing her power as the boss. Some personal animosity against Naomi. Naomi finding her chance.
Naomi hits that top turnbuckle hard, guys.
Making Naomi relevant, Putty. Let me add that. Making her relevant again. Yes, Naomi's a former champion, but she's been coasting. Let's face the facts. She hasn't done anything recently other than being in a feud with Sonya Deville here.
But if nothing else, Sonya Deville should be giving opportunities to Naomi, not putting roadblocks, Mark.
Good point, Cheyenne.
Hey, Vince McMahon did the same thing as Stone Cold, and Stone Cold was way over. How about that?
Oh, look at that. Look at that athleticism. Disbelief amongst the face of the SmackDown consultant, Sonya Deville.
Is that her official title? SmackDown consultant?
I believe she is the consultant because she is no longer assistant general manager.
Oh, man. Charlotte's getting back involved here against Ronda Rousey, a one-armed Ronda Rousey, might we add. The Queen taking her shots.
Charlotte Flair completely dominating ever since being legal in this matchup.
Charlotte Flair has been dominating ever since she came into WWE, period, Cheyenne.
Second generation athlete, second to none, completely superior genetically, as now she is legal once again, and now we've got tag team action. But now look at that, completely restraining Rousey with the loose arm, if you will.
See, Charlotte Flair, go ahead, Putty.
The Queen getting her hands on her WrestleMania opponent. This is her opportunity to weaken her, injure her, maybe get a chance to knock her out of the main event. If she can get the right blow, she can knock her out.
And Charlotte Flair knows this too.
And now going to the loose arm again, right at the elbow point here, guys.
And guys, we're talking about the loose elbow here.
Worldwide is hashtag WWE Chamber. I think right now we should get hashtag announcers trending because we are killing it right now for this premium live event. Michael J. Putty, Mark Cohen, and Cheyenne Ortiz.
Mark Schwann.
Or Schwann.
Mark Cohen works. Mark Cohen works.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, stop your nonsense.
Cohen, because that doesn't say Schwann.
It doesn't say Schwann.
It is Schwann.
If it says Cheyenne, then I guess that says Schwann.
Exactly. Boom. There you go. I was about to say.
I take it back.
But guys, going back to the action here, Ronda Rousey's in trouble.
Yeah, no, big time. She's being completely isolated. And despite all four competitors being singles dominant, They are really cutting off the ring. Great tag team wrestling strategy.
Absolutely, it's a smart move. Charlotte Flair, no stranger being tag team, winning tag team champion, gold before. Sonya Deville, once teaming with Mandy Rose. They know how to work the ring as a tag team. It's just their first time teaming together.
Also, Ronda Rousey adapted to the sport quicker than anybody else has. So don't count her out just yet, even with one arm tied behind her back.
Great point, because it's true. I think Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey are probably the two competitors that have adapted to sports entertainment more than any other. Is that correct?
It's a fair statement. Outside Kurt Angle, hell yeah. Easy statement.
But guys, I don't think anyone is underestimating
volleyball prior to sports entertainment.
Oh, but wrestling's in her blood, Cheyenne. Her dad is a record holder, world heavyweight champion.
That's right. 2-time Hall of Famer, 16-time world champion, as she is now dominating Ronda Rousey. But Rousey, with everything she has left and every ligament but that arm, trying to get out of the situation. Look at that, inches from the tag. Oh, and Charlotte had to go to the hair.
Well, Charlotte Flair just using anything and everything to her advantage, between the hair, the gi, the rope, anything to make sure not to get a fresh Naomi in there, and it's smart.
Again, Ronda Rousey has one arm behind her back. She should not need to take advantages. She already has the advantage. The strength of Ronda Rousey is taken away from her. She shouldn't need these cheap options.
But here we go. Naomi's in the match now. That's the last thing Charlotte and Sonya want, is a fresh individual in that ring. And Naomi showing off her athleticism right now.
And Naomi going to rebound perhaps. Yes, hits the kick.
She is lighting it up. No pun intended.
Right
Get
to
it
the
with the glove.
outside.
Naomi's flying around. And Charlotte and Sonya Deville, they need to ground her. That's what they need to do right now.
Naomi holding the line here as Rousey is still down on the side. Oh, no, she's back up on the apron. And nope. Charlotte Flair back in control, but Naomi to her feet. And from the standing position. Great example.
Big time powerbomb.
There's the cover, guys.
All it takes is one move for Charlotte Flair to get right back.
Putty figure four situation. Can she bridge to the figure eight? No!
She has to be able to, man. That's the only way she could probably win this match. The figure four has knocked out many legends, but the figure eight, nobody kicks out the figure eight.
Now, guys, rightfully so. These guys have been dominating the match, utilizing that single arm as a weapon. There's the knee strike. Deville, 1, 2, no!
Not quite there. Not quite there. I don't know if Sonya Deville got all of that or not. But regardless, Naomi kicks out. Naomi definitely needs to make a tag.
And we got the tag.
Oh, no, not good for Sonya.
Yeah, but guys, you see the wherewithal on Ronda Rousey. She is in a desperate situation here.
I feel like that rope is loosening up, though.
Can what
is this?
The armbar?
She's gloating way too much. That is a Smackdown official there.
Wait a minute, Putty. Is Charlotte going to sacrifice Deville?
Smart move. Again, you have to think ahead to WrestleMania here. You have to keep her health and her body a priority.
With one arm tied, and that's it.
Wow, Charlotte Flair. Just let Sonya Deville hang. But as Putty said, it is a smart move. She knows regardless of the outcome of this match, she has to face Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania defending her championship. Why would you?
Guys, the queen let that victory sink. I understand it wasn't for the title, but sacrificing your partner like that, not the smartest strategy.
Not the smartest strategy. in any other night. But tonight, we're on the road to WrestleMania. Charlotte Flair, he's the focus on retaining her championship on the Showcase of the Immortals. And that's what she did. She sacrificed her partner for the greater good. You cannot falter for that.
Excellent point there by Michael, as now the complexion for WrestleMania gets clearer and clearer, because we know for sure Ronda Rousey challenges Charlotte Flair at the most stupendous WrestleMania of all time, emanating from Dallas, Texas.
Beautiful stadium, by the way. I've been there for last WrestleMania. Beautiful, beautiful stadium. 42 days away.
As we are taking a look at all the excitement at Hyper Bowl going into the 2-night extravaganza, are you guys going down there?
Not this year, no.
I am not. No.
Yeah, me neither. I'm definitely going to do LA, though.
You have to do LA. SoFi Stadium?
Yeah, I'm going mostly for the stadium. I mean, I've never been to California in general, but the stadium is like, whoa.
Boom.
No, I definitely want to check out the stadium for sure. Whether I can or not is a whole other story with my daughter coming.
That's right. You're going to be a dad soon, so you know if you take it out of her college fund now, you have another 20 years to put it back in. So
we'll see about that.
As we take you now to the WWE broadcast booth, where we take you here to the live stream. Cheyenne Ortiz, Mark Schwann Cohen, Michael J. Putty here for the live stream on YouTube, Facebook, and all forms of social media. These two gentlemen are the leaders of the Shot of Wrestling podcast, coming up on their 6th anniversary, and they are the voices of BCW, Breed Combination Wrestling, when they're going to be taking place with their live event. It's Queen of the North 3 from the Elks Lodge. Guys, take it away.
How excited are you about Queen of the North 3? The first one was amazing. How do you beat Queen of the North? They did it with Queen of the North 2. Now here we are on the shadows of Queen of the North 3, headlined by Darius Carter, going against Marina Shafir. I mean, you got to be there in person to watch this.
You cannot forget about the tag team champions, my boys, the East Coast Syndicate, as they have their very first title defense since the pandemic, since winning it against Blonde Force Trauma.
Tough competition.
Absolutely. We're all going to be on hand for Queen of the North 3. Give them the date, guys.
New date is March 19th at Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. Bell time, right, I believe, is 6 o'clock. Bell time is 6 o'clock. Yeah, guys, we're going to do a meet and greet beforehand as well. Get your tickets now. It is on sale. We've been pumping out on social media, all forms of social media. Follow them. Breed Combination Wrestling. It was just announced just yesterday, a Queen of North qualifying match, because there is a Queen of North that has to be crowned as well. Danny Mo versus Adina Steele. That's a first-round match. That's a qualifying match right there, guys. Only one winner, 2 big debuts. I am pumped for that one.
Again, a must-not-miss event. You want to be there, so get your tickets while they're still available. Limited are still available, so check it out. Breed Combination Wrestling, BRII.
Absolutely. Putty, drop your social media for everybody to follow you.
You can find me at Michael J. Putty, Putty, P-U-W-Y, Shot of Wrestling, on all forms of social media across the board. Again, we're on the doorstep of our 6th anniversary, doing this for 6 years, and we're just getting started, basically. Looking forward to the future. Mark
Schwann Cohen, drop your social media for everyone to follow you.
Well, just so no one's confused here, it is your favorite actor, Mark Schwann, and you can find me on my website, yourfavoriteactor.com, and all my social media links are there.
You can check me out at linktree.com, linktree.com/Cheyenne the Voice. Catch me on all forms of social media, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and more.
Can't forget about that TikTok.
Absolutely not. I'm terrible at it, but I have it.
Am I the only one not on TikTok?
Yes, Putty. You stop calling me Mark Cohen.
On TikTok, you got to get on it just for the sake.
Putty hates being on video.
Yeah. I figure when I think of TikTok, I think of 16-year-old girls doing the dancing.
Well, you don't have to do the dance. There's all when you actually take the time to explore it, you'll be surprised. What's the gimmick where they tell you what Pokemon are you or what your lucky number is? They got that by the dozen. So you can do that. You don't have to do the dance, but the 3 of us should do a dance at BCW.
I am totally down for that.
Mark Cohen, right. You can do this.
Oh, Cheyenne, you just gave Putty ammo for years now. Calling me Mark Cohen.
I'm down. I'm totally down. I'm down for dancing. I'm down for calling you Mark Cohen for the rest of your life, including in front of your child.
Marcus Cohen.
Oh.
I like the way that sounds.
You don't get me in person. Like, keep in mind, I am a black belt in Taekwondo.
Really?
True story.
I did not know that. Okay.
Oh, he tells everybody.
I am a yellow belt, but I am a black belt in Aikido with boots to match.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. I'm very good at shooing my opponent away. Actual combat, not that great. That's what Aikido is.
Let's get tuxedo versus tuxedo match then.
All right, I'm down.
I'm a black belt. They don't look good in brown belts.
Well said, buddy.
Thank you, Mark Cohen.
And here we go. Madcap Moss escorted to the ring by Happy Corbin as we are ready for a grudge match here at the 2022 Elimination Chamber Premium Live event.
Now, Madcap Moss is all about jokes, having a good time, celebrating with his boy, Happy Corbin. But do we underestimate him? He's still a physical threat. He's still a physical, like, Adonis. He's great shape, great in the ring. Is McIntyre underestimating Madcap Moss here?
I agree. And if you go back to the Royal Rumble, Madcap Moss, even just from a showcase of power standpoint, Madcap Moss was one of the most impressive competitors in the Rumble this year.
Several eliminations, yeah.
Several eliminations. Another competitor who uses power to his advantage, teamed up with Corbin while they were both in the Rumble. I think Madcap is going to be more than formidable for Drew McIntyre.
I think, honestly, this plays to his strengths right here. He's an underdog. People are counting him out, including the former WWE champion, Drew McIntyre.
I co-sign that completely as he gets ready to make his way to the ring.
Now, the next premium live event is WrestleMania. There's no real clear road for McIntyre being on the card. He needs to win this match, though.
Well, all the same can be said for both Madcap and Corbin in this contest.
True. This is a high-stakes match.
I honestly think, though, it goes into the mindset of Drew McIntyre. I think he has to know that. You know, for the last 2 years, he's been holding WWE strong, especially during the pandemic era, during the Thunderdome era, if we will. And now he's struggling for a spot for WrestleMania. You know, it's almost back to the time when he was fired in WWE. Like, he's got to be thinking that in the back of his head. So this is a big-time match for Drew McIntyre.
Very, very sentimental points there by Mark, because you got to remember, just like you said, Drew McIntyre, the true MVP of the Thunderdome era of the WWE during the COVID-19 pandemic. So he's absolutely right. This win may mean more to him than anyone else.
Well said.
But that has to play into the psyche of Drew McIntyre. He has to know, like, one slip up here, if he underestimates his opponent, goodbye WrestleMania.
But
and what happens next?
How huge would that be for Madcap Moss to beat the MVP of the Thunderdome era? That'd be a great show on his resume.
But what would that say? What would that say for Happy Corbin? Well, how would Happy Corbin respond to that? Because Happy Corbin has not been able to knock off Drew McIntyre in that stage.
Happy Corbin.
So listen, not for nothing, man. I mean, Happy Corbin, he did not retire. He's still an active competitor. That could rock that relationship there, if you will.
100%.
Again, remember, this is a Falls Count Anywhere match. No DQ. Anything goes.
That's right. And that means that, in theory, Happy Corbin could do with what he must. This could be an impromptu handicap match, guys.
Oh, and spoken like Nostradamus himself, right off the match, right off the start with the gate here. Happy Gilmore. Happy Corbin.
Happy Gilmore?
Getting involved there.
Biggest interior pop ever.
But also, Drew McIntyre is not dumb. He has to know going into this, it's going to be a 2-on-1 handicap match.
Ladies and gentlemen, watching, excuse my professionalism or lack thereof. I'm going to bow out. I'm going to start sharing this link so that we can get more eyes. I now take you to a Shot of Wrestling podcast. It's Mark Schwann, Michael J. Putty commentating, Madcap Moss, Drew McIntyre for the Elimination Chamber.
Well, Putty, going to your point, Drew McIntyre, though, he is a cocky individual. Some people say he's very confident, but I think he's borderline cocky. I think he thinks he can overcome the odds here, and he maybe not even prepare for it. But the odds might be a little too much tonight.
But that cockiness is not unwarranted. He beat Brock Lesnar and The Big Show on the same night. I think he can easily take care of Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin.
But there's got to be a chance here to Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss having a game plan here. As you just see, Baron Corbin, or Happy Corbin, excuse me, trying to lead Drew McIntyre away. Divide and conquer, man. It's divide and conquer. Drew McIntyre does have the upper hand right now, though.
Hard to do with a falls count anywhere match. He's got to keep his eyes on his head on a swivel.
And there he goes again. Cheyenne called it. Happy Corbin, he is a huge factor here in this match.
He's a huge factor.
It's essentially a handicap match.
Basically, yes. Falls count anywhere, 2-on-1. There's no DQs. Happy Corbin can get involved here, as he has. And I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon.
Hey, nothing but credit for Drew McIntyre. He is a tough individual. But honestly, I think that goes against him right now, man. Again, going back to the whole cockiness level, you talked about it, the people that he knocked off beforehand. Big credit there. But what has he done since? What has he done since, man? He's chasing right now. He's chasing to get back in that big stage again.
Isn't everybody, though? We're at the doorstep of WrestleMania. Everybody's chasing to get a spot in the Showcase of the Immortals. And how do you not have a spot for the two-time WWE champion, the MVP of the Thunderdome era? I mean, last year he was facing Bobby Lashley for the title, and now he's fighting for a spot in the card. I think he deserves better than this, and this win could put him on that trajectory.
You don't deserve anything, man. It's what have you done for me lately? Same thing as I was talking about with Naomi. Sonya Deville pushed her to another spot, to another stratosphere, and here we go with Drew McIntyre. He needs another push. Maybe Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss, maybe they're doing that for him. Give him a little bit of a reality check there, putty.
Possible. Again, he's coming off a serious neck injury. A neck injury that the doctor said he would not even make it to Royal Rumble. He made it back in 4 weeks. There's no way he's 100% healthy.
And again, it's that bullheadedness. So listen, Drew McIntyre, a tough individual, but he's not necessarily known as to be the smartest guy in the room. Obviously, he's letting that toughness get to his head, thinking that he could overcome all these odds. As we're seeing here tonight. I'm not saying it's impossible, Putty, but I'm saying the odds are against him.
Well, 2-on-1. Yeah, those are right on it. But if anybody can overcome these odds, it's Drew McIntyre. He's been dealing with both these guys for months now.
Madcap just went flying, man.
Oof. Right in the head.
Oh, we've seen this move many times before by Drew McIntyre. An Alabama slammer. Oh, right on the head. That's not how you want to fall.
That's not how you want to land on that. No. Very, very dangerous spot for Madcap. Hopefully he's okay.
Oh, if he's not concussed, I would be shocked. But here we go. Happy Corbin. Getting involved in. Take a little bit of a timeout. I think it's smart. You have to regroup.
Especially after that move landing on your head, definitely got to recoup.
That's smart by Happy Corbin. Stall him, distract him. Drew McIntyre was one step ahead of that one.
Madcap Moss.
Now, I talked before how this goes against him, but this could also play to his advantage, the fact that he doesn't have a spot at WrestleMania, Drew McIntyre. Maybe this lights a fire underneath him. Maybe it gets him more fired up and amped up, thinking, man, what the hell am I doing here? I got to make a statement here tonight.
Everybody in the car has to make a statement tonight. Again, this is the last premium live event before WrestleMania. Everybody's fighting tooth and nail to get on that card, and you need to show up here. And so far,
oh man, we're seeing a slam again. Sorry to cut you off, Putty. That was vicious. That's probably the most vicious Alabama slam I've ever seen.
You see where his neck compressed. It was just
absolutely
could be a lot worse. Thankfully, he's okay.
Drew McIntyre just looking at the work that he's done, the damage that he's caused here, and just relishing in it. What does he have planned? Oh! Happy Corbin with the equalizer chair behind the back. Again, all legal here, folks.
False count anywhere, no DQ.
The barricade. Is this it? 2. Drew McIntyre finds a way to kick out.
Don't count him out just yet. Still a lot of fight left in the Scottish Warrior.
My God. Plowed right through that barricade. They have to stay on top of him, though. They cannot let Drew McIntyre back in this match. There's two of them, for Christ's sake.
No, they have him right where they want him. There's no way they can come back in this match. They need to capitalize on this. Bring him back in the ring. Go for the cover. Do what you got to do.
I mean, it's false count anywhere. You don't need to bring him back in the ring. You just need to pounce him. You need to stay on top of him. Don't let him have air to breathe.
No, you got to stay on this former two-time WWE champion. You can't let him catch his breath.
Because as you mentioned, buddy, this is a man that eliminated Brock Lesnar, who beat Brock Lesnar, who beat Big Show in the same night. Can't count him out.
Nope.
And as we're seeing right now, Drew McIntyre on his feet.
Wow.
Man, there's no denying how tough this man is at all. Probably one of the toughest in WWE.
If there was any doubt, he's shutting up those naysayers right now in this match.
Oh, no. High risk, high reward. Madcap does not want to be here. Big time superplex.
Both men bouncing off the canvas.
Drew McIntyre just had his arm draped for the pin. Not quite enough to put the match away. That took a lot from Drew McIntyre as well. Look at this. Look at the impact. Boom! I feel like both men definitely had equal share in that one.
Oh, that hurt both men equally, yes. High risk definitely hurts both men. But who hurt it more? I think Madcap got the worst of that situation.
But both men in the center of the ring right now going blow for blow. Something you do not want to do against Drew McIntyre. As we see here, Drew McIntyre getting the upper hand. Smart move by Madcap with a pin. Cover. 2. Oh, good kick out by Drew McIntyre. Future shock. I'm surprised Drew McIntyre's not going for the pin there, Putty. What do you think? That's a mistake or no?
No, which means he has more things in mind. He's not ready to go for the pin yet. And
oh, he's got the sword. That has to be illegal. I know this is no holds barred, but there's gotta be a line here somewhere, Putty.
No line. You bring Angela in anytime he wants. That is the equalizer. 2-1 against 1. 2-1-1 equals.
Is it gonna?
2 against the man with the sword.
With a claymore that had to knock a tooth out here. Lackadaisical pin, statement pin, 3, game over. Drew McIntyre wins. What happens now, Putty?
I think Drew McIntyre now needs to get his hands on Happy Corbin. Again, like you said earlier, he's not got a one-on-one with Happy Corbin. Those have been Madcap Moss. Happy Corbin was the one who slammed that thing on his neck, putting him out.
Something tells me this is far from over.
Happy Corbin.
There's far from over between these two men, Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin. Oh my God, he just missed him with that sword. What would have happened there? That would have been a murder.
Yeah, that would have been dangerous. You don't want to play with a sharp sword like that in the ring. No. Do not want to be Madcap Moss. Right now, do not want to be Happy Corbin, the Scottish Warrior, and Angela coming after you.
Drew McIntyre looking at a watch, if you will, thinking time might be up for Happy Corbin.
Gotta be next on his
if I'm Happy Corbin right now, I am thinking of a new strategy. Obviously, tonight did not go the way they thought it would. Oh, don't want to be Happy Corbin right now, buddy.
No, but do you ever want to be Happy Corbin?
That's a good point. Very good point.
You're not the hugest Happy Corbin fan, Mark Cohen. So, but right now, nobody wants to be in with the Scottish Warrior on his tail. Keep running all the way back to Kansas City.
Especially a pissed off Drew McIntyre. These men have been getting underneath Drew McIntyre's skin for weeks now. And it all came ahead here tonight.
Congratulations to the Scottish Warrior.
Putty. Big day today. I would say big night. I mean, this is the first pay-per-view that we're covering here. Thank you again to Cheyenne Ortiz for having us on this broadcast. And there he is.
Speak his name.
Awesome job, guys. You guys were killing it during that singles contest between Drew McIntyre and Madcap Moss. Very impressed.
Very impressive.
Absolutely, man. Like I said before, a big statement win for Drew McIntyre. He definitely had a lot to prove here tonight. Happy Corbin. He's probably peeing his pants. Good thing he's wearing black pants tonight because Drew McIntyre almost killed him with a sword.
You guys are hitting all the points here as Elimination Chamber rolls on Peacock, and we roll on this watch-along experience. The voice, Cheyenne Ortiz, Mark Schwann, Michael J. Putty, Shot of Wrestling Podcast, and the voice, Cheyenne Ortiz, coming together for this watch-along experience here on YouTube, Facebook, and all other platforms that my account is linked to. We're going to take you back to the kickoff show real quick, as earlier tonight, Dominic Mysterio and The Miz jocked for position over that steel chair. But watch what happened here as the official believed foul play on the part of Dominic.
It was foul play, Cheyenne. Let me believe.
No. You saw clear as day at the beginning of the replay. Miz baited Dominic. This allowed the opening for the skull-crushing finale, but Mysterio, despite it all, able to get a quick O'Connor roll to get the win.
You can't trust the Mysterios, man. Like the Miz, he's a man that you could trust. You can trust a guy from Hollywood. When they look in your eye and say they're a man of their word, they're a man of their word.
I think even people from Hollywood would tell you that you can't trust someone from Hollywood, but that's just me.
Well said.
Just say it.
And the Miz didn't deserve this. He didn't deserve this at all.
619 times 2. I didn't go to college, so somebody else figure that out.
That's carry to 1. That's
78.
about. That sounds right to me. None of us are math majors.
Yeah, I'm lost. Almost had it. It's 13 something.
Masters of Journalism from Hofstra University. Sup?
I went to Hofstra.
Did you?
Well, I walked by it.
Oh, okay. There it is. Well played. Well played.
Many great fraternity parties at Hofstra, yes.
A lot.
Yeah. Christopher Walken went to Hofstra and left.
Yeah. You don't say. Working on it.
I actually did not know that about Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
There's less than that Cohen. You don't know much about people not named Cohen.
I think he went for like half a semester and legit just decided to do acting.
Can't blame him, man. I mean, obviously it paid off for him. Look at him.
Yeah.
True story, Steve Buscemi went to Nassau Community College.
Yes.
I don't know if he fully graduated there. Lots of history in Long Island. Lots of history.
Yeah, that one escapes me. I didn't know, despite being a city guy, did you know that Billy Crystal and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar both went to school in Long Island?
Yes.
I actually learned that not recently, but a few years ago, and that behooved me because I always knew Billy as a Brooklyn guy.
Yeah. That's surprising.
You guys, you see here the celebrations at Saudi Arabia.
Looked like a good night. You get to see Goldberg and Miz dancing the night away. Big, huge celebration over there.
If we're being fair, I think a lot of people were sleeping on this event, and it's been quite a spectacle overall, honestly.
But in their defense, most of these Saudi Arabia events are sleepable. They changed their course in October with that great event that they had, Hell in a Cell. And now here we are at Elimination Chamber. I think they're putting more a focus on the Saudi Arabia events, making it the review of the month, not just a throwaway show. And now it's paying off. So far, we had a great night so far.
And going back to the Hofstra thing real quick, my best friend actually went to Hofstra for one semester before transferring to Chicago and then finishing in New York.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
He's
but guys, you know,
now.
What's up? Hofstra, not necessarily alum.
That is
Xavier.
Hofstra. That is Xavier. He's 1/4 Hofstra. 1/4 Hofstra.
1/4. Okay.
On his ancestry.com DNA test, he's 1/4 Hofstra, aka the original COVID test.
Well, guys, here we go. I mean, Lita and Becky Lynch here tonight, guys. Who do you have for this one?
This is a tough one. You got the current best going against one of the best of all time. Lita's an inspiration to Becky Lynch.
No, Putty. You have the GOAT, the current day GOAT, going against someone that was great in her heyday. Listen, Lita, she paved the way for a lot of women. Becky Lynch has said there would be no Becky Lynch without Lita. But Becky Lynch has taken that to a whole other level. Lita just walking in here, first singles competition in a long time, going right for the top. I don't know if she can overcome that.
Well, I could be wrong. This is Lita's first time inside of a ring since the Women's Evolution Premium Live event. But to your point, it's not a tag team contest. She's taking on big-time Bex, the modern-day GOAT. And to be honest, that's where I'm going to hang my hat.
You have to. Becky Lynch has to be the odds-on favorite here. Yes, there's a lot of sentimental value there with Lita. Hey, we were all fans of Lita growing up, but it's 2022. Things have changed here. Hey, look, big-time Bex, the man, the champ, whatever you want to call her. In my eyes, she's the GOAT and probably going to be the winner here tonight.
Quite the stride coming down to the ring, Putty. Nothing but confidence emanating from big-time Beck's entire aura. Do you believe that tonight is the night that Lita once again becomes an incredible return story? Or is big-time Bex going to prevail?
Both of you just said it. Lita is past her prime. Becky Lynch is the current GOAT. I think that is also what Becky Lynch is thinking. She's looking past Lita, looking towards WrestleMania. And you cannot discount the Hall of Famer Lita, part of the first-time main event women's of Raw. You can't look past Lita. Lita is, no matter how long she's been out of the ring, she's still in phenomenal shape. She showed at the Royal Rumble. Good showing at the Royal Rumble, eliminating current Impact champion Mickie James, reigniting that feud. You cannot look past Lita, no matter how long she's been out of the ring. She's
100%.
Still a dominant threat. And I would not be surprised if we see her put one more belt on her notch as a women's champion.
Hey, Putty, not for nothing, man. You hit it on the head there about Lita being in great shape. Agreed. She's in great shape. But there's a difference between being in great shape and being in ring shape. She was in a Royal Rumble. She's been in tag matches. She hasn't been in singles competition against Becky Lynch, the champion, at a big time level right now since God knows when. Let's see what happens here.
You're probably thinking the same thing Becky Lynch is thinking. She has not been in a singles one-on-one match in God knows how long. Good. Look past her. Underestimate her. Let's see what Lita can do now here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
There's a reason why Becky Lynch is so great. Do you think she overlooks every single opponent? She would still be champion heading to WrestleMania if she was. Becky does her homework for everyone. Becky works the same way for everyone. And that's why Becky is the GOAT today.
Current competitors. Again, you said it numerous times in the last 5 minutes. Lita's not been in a one-on-one match in God knows how long. Becky Lynch knows that. She knows there's going to be ring rust there, and she's probably going to take advantage of it, but Lita probably knows that as well, and is going to use that to her advantage here. She's in a Hall of Fame for no reason.
And we also can't overlook the fact that Becky Lynch did grow up watching Lita. She studied Lita. She knows everything pretty much there is to know about Lita. She took a lot from her and developed that in her own career. Lita, I think, has to do something new.
That might be the only upside that Becky Lynch has here. Becky Lynch, a true student of the game, and there's an affinity that wrestling fans have, right? When you have a certain attachment, a certain imprint, when it's one of your favorite competitors that you've seen from start to finish, you know the textbook, you know the game and how to play it, and that is going to be an advantage that Becky Lynch is going to play on.
Well said.
And you know what? It's a shame Becky Lynch has to do this. I feel bad for Becky Lynch. She has to go against and put down her own hero. I feel for her for that.
How do you feel bad for her? This is a huge opportunity for her to shut the
Absolutely. Like, not for nothing, we've seen WWE legends, Hall of Famers, icons come back. But to Putty's point, this is an opportunity that not all of those people get.
Yep.
Becky Lynch she did not want to be put in this situation, man. She did not want to. I feel bad for her. It pulls strings in my heart. The fact that she pretty much has to put down old Yeller. It's sad.
Lita off the ropes now, but Lynch has her caught. And there's the trademark Lita. There's the head scissors. A true innovator of high flying in the women's division.
Hey, there's no denying Lita still got it. But Becky Lynch, one step ahead here, taking control of this match once again.
You're going to see a lot of counters here because let's keep in mind, again, Becky Lynch knows the Lita playbook. And Lita able to send Lynch up and over, but Lynch stays on the Hall of Famer. Illegal tactics, classic Becky Lynch at this point.
Yes,
hey, she's doing anything and everything to win.
Becky Lynch knows the Lita playbook, but let's not think Lita's just doing this off the cuff. She's been in the backyard. She's been studying Becky Lynch for the last couple of years. So I'm pretty sure she knows the playbook just as well as Becky Lynch does.
Hey, Lita has seen a lot. She's faced a lot of different competitors over her time. But I honestly could say this. I don't think she's ever faced anyone like Becky Lynch. It's one thing to study her. It's one thing to go against her. Becky Lynch is just hitting her stride here.
But couldn't you say the same thing about Lita? There's one thing to study Lita, but then there's another thing to go against the Hall of Famer. That is Lita.
Lita has trailed a blaze for many women over the years. There have been many women that have been like Lita. There's many women that Becky Lynch has faced that have been similar, have a similar style to her. Like I said, Lita has to do something new tonight, I think. As you see, Becky Lynch in full control of this match. Oh, nice leg drop from the second rope. Patented move by Becky Lynch. 2.
Springboard, huge, innovative leg drop. Becky going to go for the cover. The leg is hooked. 2, no, only a 1. I beg your pardon.
Becky Lynch right back on top of Lita. Slowing her down. This is a smart move by Becky Lynch. Lita still likes to high fly. You got to keep her grounded, man.
Great cravat laced by Becky Lynch, but Lita able to escape. And, great transition from the flip. And there's the mount, Putty. Lita is showing great ferocity here.
Yeah, Lita's showing an aggressive side, but Becky Lynch is matching that again. Honestly, guys, it seems like Becky Lynch has an answer for everything Lita has done so far.
But yet Lita's still in the match. She's not knocked her out yet.
Still early yet, buddy. Becky's taking her time, man. She's dissecting Lita.
Or does Lita have her right where she wants?
Listen, Putty, I get it. You're a Lita fan. We all are. But it's 2022, man. It's the road to WrestleMania. It's not Lita's time anymore. Lita's time has come and gone. This is Becky Lynch's time, and Becky Lynch is showing everyone Saudi Arabia back home to WWE Universe why that's the case.
Lita's time has come and gone. Why is she vying for the title here in 2022? There's still a lot left.
Look at this exploder. Great load up. Oof. Great execution there by Lynch.
Absolutely. Becky Lynch taking her time, savoring the moment. Going for another one. Boom, part 2. Taking down Lita. Becky Lynch is enjoying the moment, just taking it all in. Poor Becky, though. I don't know if she really wants to. Oh, we're going for a third? We're going for a third?
I believe so.
Oh.
And no.
All right.
Hall of Famer. Complete shot right there. Downward spiral.
Great reversal by the Hall of Famer.
All right. Maybe Becky Lynch going to the well too many times there. Getting a little too cocky. Lita obviously still has some fight left here. Bringing it to Becky Lynch in the middle of the ring.
A lot of fight left in the tank of the Hall of Famer. Here goes Lita. Now taking control of this match.
Guys, one thing that we're not talking about, though, is the fact that this is One Falls. This is championship opportunity here. Championship advantage goes to Becky Lynch. She can do anything she can do to retain the title. It's about retaining, not necessarily winning going to WrestleMania.
That's true, but I think Putty alluded to something earlier with the opportunities for not just Lita, but for Becky Lynch. I don't believe Becky wants to win in that form. I think Becky wants to have a definitive victory over Lita.
Do you think Becky Lynch really wants to put down her hero? Does anyone really want to put down their dog behind that shed? No one really wants to do that, Cheyenne.
I mean, what's more definitive than physically defeating your hero? You don't want to count out. You don't want a disqualification. You want to put him down.
Shawn Michaels did not want to do that at WrestleMania 24 against Ric Flair. He did it. Becky Lynch.
You two are heartless. You two are absolutely heartless.
Really?
You guys did this.
Great transition here into the pin.
Oh, here we go. Aha.
The rope,
Grace.
we saw Lynch do that to Liv Morgan.
So Liv Morgan was to the Charlotte Flair. She's done it too many times. This time did not pay off.
And we're seeing a submission hold here from Lita, something we don't normally see from her. But good job, Becky Lynch, getting out. Because going back to what I was saying, you two are absolutely heartless. Becky Lynch was right. It's you. It's people like the fans that go to Lita to do this, that put her into this match, put her in this situation, and putting Becky Lynch in this situation where she has to put down Lita in front of everyone. It's a shame.
Great situation for Lita, but not able to capitalize to the 3 count. Only a 2.
I mean, Becky Lynch has put a lot of competitors away by hook or by crook. So who next in line than her hero, the Hall of Famer Lita? If she can beat Lita here today on this big grand stage,
absolutely,
then I'll give Becky Lynch her credit.
And something that you mentioned before, Putty, the premium live events from Saudi Arabia are almost in the same atmosphere as WrestleMania. So this will be a great base for either competitor to get the victory.
True.
Great ring awareness by the Hall of Famer and Big Time Bex as the action now goes back into the ring to break the officials' count.
Now, Becky Lynch, she knows the ring very well. She knows how to get away from her opponent and how to capitalize here, as we're seeing. Oh.
Look at this, shades of Hall of Fame best friend Trish Stratus.
What a maneuver by Lita.
Oh.
Close, but not enough.
2.
Both women giving it their all here.
What does Lita have to do?
Yeah, but guys, let's talk about the fact that we are genuinely getting a WrestleMania level match right now between these two competitors. I refuse to believe that anyone thought Lita was going to bring this level of game to this match.
No, nobody did, including Mark Cohen here. Lita is impressing a lot of
Mark
people
Schwann
here. Lita's showing why she is a Hall of Famer, the legend that is Lita.
Can the Hall of Famer get the bottom rope?
Never die.
Lynch repositioning. Oh, look at that. The manhandle slam.
This has got to be it.
2. No, look at the leg.
Ah, come on.
But on the rope.
I have to say that is
the veteran here. Great ringer.
Good job, Putty, for pulling that out. Becky Lynch now, what does she have to do? She is in shock here. She cannot let the emotions get the best of her. She has to get on top of Lita, put her away. She's almost there.
The disbelief transition to frustration on the face of Big Time Bex.
She did not expect a fight out of Lita. She thought this would be over by now. She looked past Lita. She was looking towards WrestleMania.
Honestly, Becky probably should have hooked the near side leg to that rope. But here we are right now. The match keeps on going.
You can see everything but the heart of the Hall of Famer fading out of her eyes there.
Becky Lynch, what is she up to?
Wait a minute. Top rope situation. Oh, huge funk salt by Big Time.
Oh, no. Could this be it?
Twist of fate time. Bex is down. Bex is down.
The fans are on their feet. The momentum has shifted. Lita going to the top. We've all seen this before. Becky in the drop zone.
Gotta have a new champion, guys.
Oh, wow.
There's the cover. 1, 2.
And a kick out.
Very close.
By Big Time Bex.
2.5 at the most.
Can't count out the champ. Leah's learning firsthand why they call her Big Time Bex. And the manhandle slam. Is this it?
There it is. That's got to be all. Lynch is spent. 2, 3.
Thank you for coming, Lita. Good to see you again. Time to go back home.
By the skin of her teeth, Becky Lynch retains the Raw Women's Championship.
Barely retained.
Putty, doesn't matter if it was barely or if it was by a mile. Either way, Becky Lynch is still a champion, whether you like it or not. She is going to WrestleMania, facing what looks like to be Bianca Belair.
Setting up a huge rematch from SummerSlam. Bianca Belair finally gets her hands on Becky Lynch again to make up for that 27-second debacle. Now Bianca Belair knows she's going against Becky Lynch. She'll be prepared. That won't happen again.
Hey, listen, Becky is living in Bianca's head rent-free. Let's see how this goes. We still have a month away before WrestleMania. Lots to catch up on there. But, man, what a fight.
As I alluded to earlier, the complexion for WrestleMania is getting clearer and clearer. We now know Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair for the Smackdown Women's Championship. On the Raw side of things, the EST, Bianca Belair, will challenge Big Time Bex Saturday, April the 2nd, Sunday, April the 3rd. A WrestleMania so stupendous, it has to take place over the course of 2 nights.
Guys, what is next for Lita? Is this the last time we see her?
I mean, she showed an impressive showing against one of the best in the business right now. I hope not. She just proved tonight she has a lot left in the tank.
Hey, I'm not going to deny that, Putty. She definitely showed a lot of heart here tonight. She showed that she could still go. It was a big, tall task going in there. I mean, Lita did not have any warm-up matches. She came right in here, went right for the top. Give her credit. But at the end of the day,
that Lita delivered tonight is something that all Hall of Famers that want to come back should aspire to.
Well said.
Lita coming back in the ring. This looks like this could be one last hurrah for her. And if it is, it's a good way to go out. Nothing but respect. Similar to the way how Trish Stratus went out at SummerSlam when she faced Charlotte Flair.
Many consider that
incredible.
Trish Stratus passing the torch over to Charlotte Flair. Did we see Lita pass the torch to Becky Lynch?
Miss Machete herself, the heart of a warrior, incredible. Incredible. This is one of those matches that you are never, ever going to forget. True history was made here tonight in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
What a day, guys.
What a day, what an afternoon, and what a premium live event. It is Elimination Chamber. It is the voice, Cheyenne Ortiz. It's Mark Schwann. It's Michael J. Putty. It's the voice, Cheyenne Ortiz, and a shot of wrestling, bringing you a watch-along experience here on YouTube and Facebook as we take now some footnotes. The Undertaker, the first official Hall of Famer for this year's Hall of Fame class, one of the many events taking place during WrestleMania week. But until that time, we are here now in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia by way of New York City and the 5 boroughs. And ladies and gentlemen, be sure to follow us on all forms of social media. You can check me out on linktree.com/Cheyenne the Voice. And you can check out these gentlemen at
Shot of Wrestling. All forms of social media.
Yeah, Twitter,
boom, there
Facebook,
we go.
Instagram, YouTube. Mark Schwann has an extensive interview library on our YouTube page, Hollywood's Corner. As you're on the road to BCW's Queen of the North 3, Mark Schwann is interviewing all the big names, including Marina Shafir, talking about her big match against Darius Carter for the BCW Championship.
Yeah, that interview actually made lots of headlines. It was on Fightful.com, all across the board in the wrestling archives there. It was cool, man. Great interview. Love Marina. It's going to be a big-time match.
You guys got a lot of coverage for that, by the way, too. That interview was picked up by Sportskeeda and many other wrestling outlets, by the way, guys.
Yeah, I was surprised by that one, but also at the same time, very grateful for Marina Shafir's time for getting us going, man, for getting a shot of wrestling's name out there. That was cool.
Now, Mark Cohen had a great interview with Marina Shafir here. And
Schwann. It's Mark Schwann.
It was a great interview. So I saw the headline online, like Marina Shafir said this. I'm like, what else could she have said? And I see they tagged us they picked up our interview, so that was a huge for us, huge for Mark Schwann. So definitely check out his interview with Marina Shafir.
I've been there when news outlets have picked up my interviews and they don't give the credit. So I'm glad you guys get it, because that's actually why my old podcast stopped interviewing wrestlers for a while, because they would pick up the quotes and they wouldn't CC us.
Oh wow!
So it would just be example, Marina Shafir said in an interview, and then the quote, and then nothing.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've seen that happen quite a bit. Yeah, that's why I'm very grateful to Fightful.com. Classy move by them. They even transcribed the interview as well, which was pretty dope.
Yeah, pro tip, if you can get someone, I mean, it's a little extra cost, but if you can get someone that is willing to transcribe your interviews and then you could send it out, it's worth the money.
That's true, yeah.
That's a good tip.
Because even if it's somebody on Dark, if they put that money quote, challenging somebody, or if you guys say, oh, this is something we should kind of send out, at least you have it ready to go.
True. Good point.
Yeah, it's funny because there have been interviews that I've sent out before. Like we've interviewed Tommy Dreamer, we've had Ace Austin on. I forget who else we had. That I would send out. Didn't get picked up. I didn't put this out there, and it got picked up. I was like, okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it's like 4-1 when you interview a female superstar compared to like any of the guys. Like if the guy is not in that certain platform, like if it's Taker, McIntyre, whoever, okay, it's a no-brainer. But if it's, say, a Dreamer, an Ace Austin, or whoever, it won't get picked up the same as it would be a female competitor. That's just the way the business is right now, which there's nothing wrong with. I don't mean that in a derogatory sense. I mean that in the sense of just general information.
Hey, but not for nothing, Marina Shafir, she's a hot commodity right now, man. Like she's just signed with what's the new promotion right now?
She with CYN.
CYN.
With EC and Strowman.
Show your narrative.
Yeah.
Right.
So good for her. We've seen her make appearances in AEW before, former NXT star, and also best friend of Ronda Rousey, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Guys, after this,
as we're watching their video package of Undertaker's legendary career, Mark Schwann made a good point on our show maybe a couple months ago. This should be it. Nobody else in this Hall of Fame, especially following the formula of the last couple of years of Hall of Famers being handicapped to maybe a 5-minute speach. I think let him have his time to shine. I would like to see him talk for the whole hour.
I think that's actually a more than fair point.
Yeah. It'd be cool because people are talking, and we're going to talk about this on a podcast. We're going to be actually recording our podcast after the show, Shot of Wrestling. Me and Michael J. Putty will be talking more about The Undertaker. But to kind of give a preview here, yeah, Putty, I agree with you, man. If anything, like fill that time up with like a celebration to The Undertaker, what he's done for wrestling. Bring out former people that he's rivaled with in the past to have their moment talking him up. It's like a tribute show to him.
It should be. And that's it. One and done. That's all you need. Nobody else. I don't care about anybody else in this Hall of Fame class. I don't think anybody else will either. 100%. And done.
And if I'm not mistaken, the Undertaker's induction ceremony is going to happen after Smackdown Mania weekend. So in theory, there is time to go with that idea. Smackdown's a 2-hour broadcast. The Undertaker then has literally the rest of the arena to do what he wants.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be great, especially the way he went out. His retirement was in front of the Thunderdome. It'd be great to see him finally be in front of the fans.
I agree.
Again.
Absolutely, man. He deserves it. He absolutely deserves it.
If anybody does, it's him.
And you can see the fans in Saudi Arabia showing their respect to the future Hall of Famer, The Undertaker, as he goes in later on this year during the WrestleMania week proceedings.
Unprecedented career.
There's been a lot of Hall of Famers who got they're in too soon. That could have waited. No, this guy's in the right time, right moment. Congratulations to him.
First ballot.
Hands down.
There it is, as Cheyenne was pointing out before.
We're roughly 6 weeks away. There is time to announce other inductees, but the more and more I hear about your idea, guys, the more and more that's the way I want it to go down.
I hope so. I have a feeling it won't go down that way, but I think it should.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see it going that way either.
I mean, Impact does it. Impact has one Hall of Famer per year. and the whole spotlight's on them. And if anybody deserves it, it's the Undertaker, man. Who else?
I would hate to be in the Hall of Fame card with the Undertaker, man, because like I know I'm not going to get my shine.
No, you have nice props. So yeah, I went in with the Undertaker, but your speech should probably be on TV anyway. Probably like 2 minutes. Get
Right.
cut out.
No one's ever going to remember.
No.
Like I just laid a whole body of work for what?
Yeah.
Viking Raiders marching to the ring here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as we're getting ready for some tag team action. Oh, wait a minute! The Usos completely blindsiding the challengers here as the Smackdown tag team titles are in play for this contest.
Now, is this
Taking a fight.
Is this a smart move on the Usos, or is this a tactic that they're scared of the Viking Raiders?
They're not scared. Listen, the Viking Raiders, they're big, they're bad, they're tough. There's no denying that. And the Usos know it. So they're taking the fight right to them to show that they're not afraid.
Either way, more than effective. There's the double super kick. This match might not even happen.
Take them out nice and early. Smart move by the Bloodline.
The backbone of the Bloodline completely dominant before the match even starts. If we even have a match, check this out. Tandem offense here by the Usos.
Oh!
That's gotta hurt.
Oh! Talk about a rough landing.
I don't think the match is going to happen, folks. I think we're done.
I'm co-signing here.
I think this is more of a statement to Brock Lesnar. We've seen the Viking Raiders kind of have a little bit of allegiance there with Brock Lesnar because I guess they have that whole Viking experience relation there. But the Bloodline just took it to them.
They're the ones who destroyed the Viking Raiders. Probably the most dangerous opponents they've had to date, based on the power alone. And they took him out right before the match even started. Well game planned.
1,000%. Usos staying top, being the ones.
Another clean sweep by the Bloodline tonight.
Up, and there it is again. If
down.
Not going to happen. That was going to be the exclamation point.
The Usos just enjoying their work.
Kind of got robbed, though. That would have been a good match.
Too bad, buddy. As I mentioned before, it's not about the wins. It's about retaining the championship. And Usos walking out still tag team champions. They ain't lying.
Yeah, but we did not get a clear-cut match of, and that's really what I'm all about, is we get a look at Seth freaking Rollins here as the coverage of the 2022 Elimination Chamber event continues. Like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to body slam that share button so that all of us can enjoy this event together.
A big shout out to everyone jumping along here in the comments. We see what you guys are talking about. We love the fact you guys join on here with us. Much love to you all.
As you got to believe, we're getting closer and closer to that men's Elimination Chamber situation here. The first official defense of Bobby Lashley.
And what a way to defend it in the Elimination Chamber. That's nuts. What do you think is going through his head? His first title defense in an Elimination Chamber against 4 other top competitors and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, and Brock Lesnar's first ever Elimination Chamber matchup. You're literally putting the beast inside of a weaponized cage. It's going to be an interesting scenario and not a good day at the office for Bob Lashley.
And we know what Brock Lesnar could do inside of a cage.
Yeah. No stranger to the cage, Hell in a Cell, street fights, stretcher matches, but never the chamber. We're going to find out here tonight.
Looking forward to what the beast can do inside of a cage. I do not want to be those other men right now.
Not at all. And you got to believe MVP is also not happy about the situation either.
How can he be? How do you let your client get into the situation? How do you have somebody's first title defense in an Elimination Chamber? It's just, how do you see that coming?
Yeah, totally. there's a lot of dynamics. Also, let's keep in mind it's Riddle's first Elimination Chamber event as well in this matchup.
And also Austin Theory's, the up-and-comer, the young stud, getting his experience inside of Elimination Chamber this early, nothing but helping
That's
his
right.
career.
And while minimal by comparison to his other accomplishments, it's very strange that Seth Rollins is the veteran going into the Elimination Chamber match, as he and Bobby Lashley have probably been in more chambers than anyone, right?
I think so.
No, absolutely. But we saw before earlier tonight in the women's Elimination Chamber that experience doesn't necessarily guarantee a win.
True.
And you don't think Randy Orton has been talking to Matt Riddle about what it's like being in that cage?
Absolutely.
Randy Orton is definitely very familiar with that chamber.
Probably one of the best to ever step inside the chamber.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. So you got to watch out for Matt Riddle. He may be a rookie going into this thing, but he's coming in with a lot of knowledge.
Absolutely.
And yet one name we have not mentioned is the phenomenal AJ Styles. I mean, don't count him out. Just don't look past him.
Not only that, AJ Styles is a veteran of multi-man matches. That is a huge, huge card that he's going to play here in the Elimination Chamber main event. As we take a look at the WrestleMania card, which is continuing to shape up as Charlotte Flair defends against Ronda Rousey in Dallas, Texas for a WrestleMania so stupendous it'll be taking place on 2 nights.
Do we like WrestleMania on 2 nights?
And a situation that continues to heat up. It is the Beast, Brock Lesnar, as he is currently challenging the Tribal Chief, the man in God mode, Roman Reigns.
It's still TBD of whether it's going to be title versus title. We're going to find that out tonight, though. But either way, it is going to be a huge match.
Coming up next.
And we're going to find out what the determination truly will be, as it's going to be AJ Styles, Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, Matt Riddle, Brock Lesnar, and Bobby Lashley as he defends his title inside the Elimination Chamber.
Also, the championship advantage is gone. So it's all on the shoulders of Bobby Lashley. Can he defend against these 5 other competitors, including Brock Lesnar, who just lost?
He's the almighty, baby. He's got to come in here as a favorite, if you will, because he did beat Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble to become the WWE champion.
With an asterisk.
Oh, stop! A win is a win is a win, buddy. A win is a win. Is he not champion? Is he not champion?
Thanks to Brock. Thanks to Roman Reigns. Yeah, Roman Reigns interfering this time around.
You still have
inside the cage.
You still have 4 other men outside of Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar who will play a factor into this match. Bobby Lashley is not shy about taking advantage of opportunities, and he's got a lot of opportunities here to come out on top.
Opportunities abundant in this situation, as we're taking a look back as the dominance that was Brock Lesnar in the Royal Rumble, not without controversy, of course.
Controversy, whatever. Fine, yeah. Was there controversy? Of course. There's no denying that. But it doesn't matter. What matters is the results. Bobby Lashley walked out champion. Bobby Lashley will probably walk out champion here today.
I want to say this so confidently. Again, you have stiff competition here. AJ Styles, Seth freaking Rollins, and a very angry and motivated Brock Lesnar.
The one man to keep an eye on, I would say, is Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins showed a lot against Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns actually had to take a different way out of that match, if we remember, at the Royal Rumble. Seth Rollins gets into everyone's heads, man, and he's also a dynamite athlete. Again, as you mentioned before, no stranger to that chamber. So Seth Rollins, I would say, might be the underdog here, but he's one to watch out for.
We also talked about it during the Drew McIntyre match. Drew McIntyre needed to stamp his card to WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar's card is already filled. He's going to WrestleMania. These other 4 men need to show out here to make an impression to get their spot.
That's an excellent point. Brock Lesnar's ticket's been stamped. It's a matter of, does he want to elevate his stakes? For these other competitors, their road to WrestleMania is uncertain still. That's an excellent point.
If anything, they have a lot more to prove here. Bobby Lashley, of course, wants to walk out with the gold still champion. You have the other man here looking to make their own road to WrestleMania to become champion. And Brock Lesnar, he's already got his road cemented. You guys were talking about before, like, everyone's like, trying to get their claim here to WrestleMania. No, not everyone. Most people do. Brock Lesnar is one that has a sure path to WrestleMania, whether he wins here tonight or not.
Could you just envision, though, how proud Vince McMahon would be if Austin Theory walks out WWE champion?
Oh, that'll be a big moment.
Oh, massive moment. He might. Austin Theory will become the adopted son of Vince McMahon in theory if he can become the champion here tonight.
I think there is an opening in the family, yes. So, yeah,
Vince McMahon always wanted a son, right? So
the son he never had, yeah.
Well, he's written out a storyline. What?
Who?
But focusing back here, no, obviously it will be a huge one for Austin Theory. Of course, for us that were our BCW faithful, remember Austin Theory did face Darius Carter for the BCW World Heavyweight Championship, put on quite the show. It was a hell of a match, one that I still remember, and that was years ago. So seeing what he can do in person, he's elevated his game since then here in WWE, especially under the wing of the master of it all, Vince McMahon.
I was also present for Austin Theory's last night competing inside of an Evolve ring before being called up to the Performance Center. Now, this is interesting. You have got to believe that the champion is nothing but elated, as we can now tell you that Bobby Lashley is heading inside of the Elimination Chamber, but he'll be heading straight inside of a pod.
Hey guys, if Bobby Lashley has the same fate as Bianca Belair, being the last one to come out in the pod, that we saw what happened earlier tonight when that was the case. Bobby Lashley could easily walk out here still champion.
Bobby Lashley is also a fighter. Do you think he's going to revel in the fact that he's going to be sitting inside of a pod, or do you think he wants to be out there defending his championship?
He's going to revel in the fact he's going to be champion. Listen, you guys keep talking about fighting the fair fight, putting it all on the line out there in the ring. Hey, that's good and great for losers. It's all about winning, buddy. That's what it comes down to, winning. And you win by any means necessary.
As opposed to another is different honors.
True.
Well, Bianca Belair was the last one to come out in the Elimination Chamber. No one's knocking that. No one's knocking that, right? She still won.
We're not knocking Bobby Lashley either. I'm just saying he's a fighter. I think he wants to be in there from the get-go to defend his championship.
There you go.
And Putty, that's why you would lose.
Why? That makes no sense. I don't.
Lashley now realizing the destination, realizing the moment as he is set here in the Elimination Chamber, the main event of Elimination Chamber 2022 here in Saudi Arabia.
First time Elimination Chamber making its international debut. Huge for Saturday.
As we said before, it is a huge show. I'm having a blast here with you guys. I'm having a blast watching the show. Everyone has been doing an amazing job here tonight. Whether you love the winners, whether you loved them or hated them, every competitor here has been putting it their all, except for the Viking Raiders.
And we now know the phenomenal one is in play.
Let's say this. Bobby Lashley and AJ Styles, they're no stranger to each other. We've seen what they've done before in other promotions. I think all of us want to see them go one-on-one at WrestleMania. I think that'll be a great match there, but we'll see them tonight in the chamber.
Great incentive rivalry. Yeah, I'd love to see that. I don't think these guys went one-on-one here in the E. That'll be a great match, especially the showcase of the Immortals.
AJ Styles at a point in his career where he has done everything except main event WrestleMania.
And that could all change here tonight. You got to bet your bottom dollar here. That's in the back of the head of AJ Styles, knowing that that's an accomplishment he hasn't done yet here in WWE. And let's face the facts, man. Everyone wants to main event WrestleMania. Let's see if AJ Styles can make that happen here after tonight.
A passionate pick on behalf of the WWE Universe. AJ Styles getting more and more comfortable inside of the Elimination Chamber as he taunts the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Hey, AJ Styles, he's been in every type of match. He's faced every type of wrestler. There's not much that could get by him. They call him phenomenal for a reason.
AJ Styles is taking on cruiserweights, Hall of Famers, legends, and everything in between that has ever been put in front of him. He is the pit bull with all the cojones. AJ Styles now settles into his pod as we find out who's coming out next.
He was also the last one to face the dead man.
Yep. A losing effort.
You had to go there, Putty?
Whoa.
It's motivation. It's chip on the shoulder. Something to prove.
Quite the comfortable position for Riddle in his Elimination Chamber debut here, as we know he'll be settling into a pod. But you got to question, a competitor like Riddle, would he have preferred to have started off the match?
Again, he's also a fighter. He comes from an MMA background. I think he's comfortable inside of a cage, as we know. I think he would want to start out in the match, yeah. He's a fighter. He wants to be in it.
He is stupid enough to be a one to want to start the match. Matt Riddle doesn't always think things through all the way. That's why he has Randy Orton as his sage, if you will, guiding him along the way. Matt Riddle, he's been stepping up his game ever since being under the tutelage of Randy Orton. I'm curious to see what knowledge he brings here tonight in the Elimination Chamber.
Dancing around, having a good time, though.
Riddle, nothing but a smile, nothing but a jovial expression across his face. Does Riddle truly realize the structure that he's in?
Clearly not. He's still not wearing shoes. I know it's like me just knocking something trivially here, but it plays a factor with the steel. That's not going to be comfortable. That could easily damage his foot.
That's actually a great point. Austin Theory.
The man that everyone is sleeping on, but they're going to find out real fast that they shouldn't. Vince McMahon sees something in this man. We've all seen something in the Indies. Tonight is a big night for him to prove what he's got.
The shaman of the selfie, Austin Theory, makes his way down to the Devil's Playground, the Elimination Chamber. And that's the face that I want to see the change in. Look at that. There it is. There's the realization. Austin Theory in a huge opportunity with huge, huge obstacles.
That's a hell of a selfie right there, though.
Yeah. Now we just know that starting off the match will be Brock Lesnar against Seth freaking Rollins.
That's right.
What a way to start this match.
Competitors that have waged war so many times in the past.
They know each other very well. Of course, let's not forget, Seth freaking Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank to steal the championship away from Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 31.
Nice of the century, yeah.
I don't think Brock Lesnar has ever forgotten that, nor has gotten his revenge on it yet. I don't know if I want to be Seth Rollins right now.
And the last WrestleMania that me and you were at, Putty, in New York, Seth Rollins did beat Brock Lesnar.
In the opening contest, might I add.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So does Seth Rollins have Brock Lesnar's number?
I don't think anyone truly has Brock Lesnar's number unless your name is Roman Reigns.
You have got the almighty, you have got the beast, you've got the bro, you've got the phenomenal, you've got the selfie. But ladies and gentlemen, there is only one drip god. Seth freaking Rollins enters the Elimination Chamber.
Now, earlier before, I said Alexa Bliss is a master of mind games. Seth Rollins, you have to put in that same conversation. He knows how to get under people's skin. He knows how to get inside their minds. And Seth Rollins uses that to his advantage because he's also a freak of an athlete. The man is just oozing.
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I've just been informed that Austin Theory is not in a pod. Austin Theory is starting the match.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Going out of order here. Okay.
Austin Theory. Yeah, there he is. Austin Theory is staying in the ring.
So what does that mean? Is it Seth Rollins that's going to be starting off against Austin Theory? Or will it be the beast himself, Brock Lesnar?
Great question. It's obviously on everyone's mind, including my own. I am very, very curious as to which of the two former champions are going to start, Rollins or Brock.
Now, do you think this is luck of the unluck of the draw? Did Vince McMahon have a say in this to put Austin Theory first?
That's a great thing that you're pointing out, Putty, because now let's take a look at something. What better test for Austin Theory than to start off and the chamber match and possibly become WWE champion? I mean, I don't know if these are tests or roadblocks of colossal proportions being set up by Mr. McMahon.
He's been saying since they started, expect the unexpected. Coming out fourth, you expect to be in a pod. Changing the game a little bit.
And guys, here he is. The alpha male of our species, Brock Lesnar.
The top of the evolutionary line, the Beast Incarnate and the Royal Rumble winner, making his first appearance inside of the Elimination Chamber. Welcome, the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
I don't think any cell, I don't think any pod, I don't think any chamber can hold this man down.
The Minnesota native makes his strut to the ring as you see the facial expression completely change on everyone involved in this match.
People say the chamber changes the wrestler. I think in this case with Brock Lesnar, it's going to change the chamber.
And it's his first time inside the chamber, but again, not his first time locked in a cage. So I think he feels very comfortable here. Not only steel cages, Hell in a Cells, the Octagon.
Lesnar grinning from ear to ear as he's starting to mark each competitor.
I have never seen somebody so comfortable in Satan's playground.
Brock Lesnar going inside of the pod. Okay.
A legalized animal is what Brock Lesnar is.
I think Austin Theory is relieved.
Yeah.
That Brock Lesnar's going to that pod.
So now we know what's starting. Austin Theory, Seth freaking Rollins.
Brock Lesnar, he just headbutted the chamber.
But of all the animals, of all the beasts to choose for Austin Theory, I think he did luck out starting off with Rollins.
Absolutely.
That's a crazy statement to say, but I agree. The fact that you're saying you're luck out starting off with Seth Rollins should tell you how big of a competition it will be to face Brock Lesnar one-on-one in that chamber.
I'm not trying to discriminate Rollins by any means, but by comparison, I'd rather take, of the evils, I'll take Seth Rollins.
No, completely agree. Completely agree with that. But let's see what Austin Theory could do against Seth freaking Rollins. Brock Lesnar, we said we said he's very comfortable in there. Seth Rollins, we talked about before, no stranger. He seems very, very comfortable in that chamber right now.
And Austin Theory, to be fair, looks anything but intimidated by the situation he's in.
Not at all. He feels comfortable.
And across the ropes. Ducks the line. Great transition there by Theory. Sling blade in the early going here for the men's Elimination Chamber matchup.
Trademark move by Seth Rollins. Guys, I actually think it's a mistake by Seth Rollins. See, you have 5 other men to worry about. You want to put away, if you can, your competition, the first one to ring, nice and early.
Absolutely. Austin Theory now. Great fall away slam. Great bridge. And now, going to go to that waist lock. Great execution of the back suplex here. Early going, Theory holding his own.
Austin Theory having explosive offense. And keep in mind, these guys, they know each other pretty well. And Seth Rollins, there was a time when he was the mentor for Austin Theory.
Great point. That was during the COVID-19 era. Great point. Now,
he was the Messiah.
Now, Putty, if you're Brock Lesnar, does the number that you come out of the pod mean anything?
No, not at all. We've seen what he did at the Royal Rumble. He can come out last. He can come out right now. He will dominate, clean through everybody. He's just waiting for that door to open, and he'll go.
Great kick sequence by Rollins here as Theory is down.
Again, trademark kicks by Seth Rollins. The expression has now changed to Seth Rollins' face. I think Seth Rollins is starting to take Austin Theory a little bit more seriously now.
Theory now tasting the outside platform of the chamber and now tastes the 2 miles of chain that it takes to build this structure, and a third time getting rammed.
And one thing we did not talk about is the twisted mind of Seth Rollins, and we're seeing that right now.
Oof! Look at all that hypertension, all that hyperextension on that right arm as executed by Seth Rollins. Wait a minute, powerbomb situation.
Through the... Oh, no, it didn't quite go through the pod, but my God, still devastating enough.
Eradicating the champion in the situation.
Yeah, can the champion continue? He seems out.
And Bobby Lashley's down.
It is the early going, and the champion has been downed before actually being in the matchup. As we've got 10 seconds going.
It seems like it did, in fact, go through the pod there. Two birds with one stone.
Rollins now holding the line. Who is next?
Might need help for the champion here.
Whoa!
Matt Riddle, welcome to the chamber officially.
Riddle staying right on Rollins. These two have had scintillating matchups before on WWE television. Riddle full head of steam. Massive forearm. And now the Drip God gets sent right over with the exploder and a senton to follow.
Now, smart move by Riddle, going after the competition, getting after it real fast, using that energy.
Riddle doing a great job of taking care of both competitors. Very impressive.
That's why he's staying on top of both of them. It's a smart move.
The chamber door has been opened. Medical personnel is tending to Bobby Lashley. Hopefully he can continue this match.
It's not a good situation for the champion. Guys, we could have a guaranteed new champion here tonight.
Absolutely, because if I'm not mistaken, is that a medic inside the ring now?
Yeah.
That is something I have not seen in a chamber match at all.
Adam Pearce is also inside of the ring, guys.
If I'm MVP, I'm very concerned.
You have to be. We've never seen anybody knocked out before they even enter their chamber.
And meanwhile, the action is taking place by that said pod.
Look at this athleticism.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
This could be it here.
Can Rollins cover? There it is with the reverse superplex.
And a kick out. Guys, it seems like Bobby Lashley is being taken out of the chamber.
Yes, he is. Adam Pearce, several officials, they are physically removing Lashley from this contest. What does that mean for the title?
That means we're guaranteed to have a new champion, guys.
Putty, walk us through this replay and the scenario. I'm a little bit of disbelief right now.
Seth Rollins powerbombed through the chamber. The plexiglass knocked the champion unconscious. Not only that's thick glass. It's unsettling. But to be the force of a powerbomb behind it, definitely
in a human being.
Yeah, so definitely knocked him out, and we don't know the extent of the injury he had because he was right there.
No, absolutely.
Hope he's okay.
The phenomenal one is next in line. Now, here's my question. Does that give Brock Lesnar additional time before coming into the chamber? What if Lashley's the next name called?
That's a good point.
That means that's more time for the next person out, which would be Brock Lesnar.
Unless he's called next, then the match is officially every man for themselves.
Well, we also don't know. Is Bobby Lashley completely done from this match? Or is this something that he's just getting medical attention on? We've seen in football before, someone going to the tent and then coming back later in the game. Is Bobby Lashley, is he questionable or is he out?
That is excellently explained there by Mark. As AJ Styles, now the dominant one in the chamber, sight set on Austin Theory, phenomenal forearm.
AJ Styles pulling out all the stops here in this match.
I mean, so far, Austin Theory's become the most comfortable in the negative way with the chamber.
Yeah.
I don't think not the way he wanted to start off. Maybe taking a little too many selfies along the way there. Something tells me he's not going to be taking selfies for quite a bit after this match.
Unless he wins. Then selfies galore.
Oh, forget about it. He'll break Instagram.
Yeah.
Styles
AJ
doing
Styles.
a great job dominating his 3 opponents.
Now he's taking his time for each one. Each man, a lot's been taken out already. And both men, Seth Rollins now getting involved in the action.
And Rollins now removing AJ Styles from the scenario and going back to Riddle, but now all 3 competitors in that corner.
This does not make good for Matt Riddle right now. Now all 4 men.
Oh, look at Theory respawns.
Theory coming back in the match out of nowhere.
Double powerbomb by Austin Theory.
Inadvertently saving Riddle there.
And Riddle's still up.
Great corkscrew. Riddle going for the cover.
And not enough to put away Austin Theory. Riddle on to the next man now. What does Riddle have up his sleeve?
Setting up for something.
Oh, shades of his mentor and tag team partner, Randy Orton.
As I said before, man, Randy Orton's been teaching him. Hey, their voices in Matt Riddle's head. But guys, the clock is ticking. There are 2 pods left, but there's
Riddle
1 man remaining.
Otherwise.
Oh.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. Guys. Look at Brock Lesnar.
What? Did Brock Lesnar just break out of the pod?
I guess they let him in.
The beast! The beast is unleashed!
Without Bobby Lashley there, they let him in.
Lesnar refusing to wait. Brock Lesnar just physically escaped an Elimination Chamber pod for the run.
It's completely legal, folks.
Rollins has been eliminated.
Goodbye, Seth freaking Rollins. And is Riddle next?
Riddle.
Done!
Not wasting any time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are perhaps guaranteed a brand new champion.
Brock Lesnar, all bodies are just laying around everywhere.
We are down to Theory, Styles, and Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar just throwing them around with ease.
Bobby Lashley is on concussion protocol as AJ Styles just took a trip to Suplex City.
Never a good sign when someone's in the tent for a concussion protocol. I think we might see a new champion here tonight.
The Beast is completely stalking AJ Styles, but not for long.
I have never... Oh, my God. I have never seen someone dominate in a chamber like this since Shayna Baszler, probably.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to Bobby Lashley being in concussion protocol, the final 2 competitors in the men's elimination chamber are Brock Lesnar and Austin Theory.
If I'm Austin Theory, I want to get out of there right now. Championship be damned. Prolong your career. Yeah, life is more important. Get out of there, kid. Oh, no, Brock Lesnar.
Made a break for the door, but Lesnar cut him off at the pass.
Brock Lesnar has him trapped.
Stalking his prey.
Guys, I feel bad for Austin Theory right now. This is not how I would have envisioned this going.
Austin
Look
Theory
how-
is not just facing the biggest roadblock of his career, but of his life if he wants to main event at WrestleMania.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
This is like watching a bear attack right now.
Brock Lesnar has not just dismantled Austin Theory, but has dismantled the Elimination Chamber itself.
This is a reenactment of The Revenant. Leonardo DiCaprio is Austin Theory, and the bear is Brock Lesnar. Smart move by Austin Theory. Say what you will.
Lesnar is not restricted.
Say what you will about the tactics, but it's survival at this point.
All you can do is survive in a cage against Brock Lesnar.
Say what you will, but Theory has a chance in this match, guys. Drop kick right on the chin.
This could be it.
DDT, DDT. There's a cover.
Oh my God, I think that was Theory's best chance.
Lesnar looks beyond pissed.
He looks possessed. If you're not going to beat the beast, you can't piss him off.
Austin Theory is making an assessment as he continues to march on and avoid Brock Lesnar.
Get out any way you can.
Trying to escape.
At some point, you're going to run out of room here.
Oh, no.
And Brock's going after him. Wait, is Theory out?
Almost.
Theory's trying to get out of the cage somehow, some way, but Brock Lesnar caught him.
God. We could possibly see the funeral procession of Austin Theory.
I am not a religious man by any means, but I am praying for Austin Theory. This is, I am, it's beyond words what we're watching here right now.
Crazy. Oh my God.
No.
No way. No way.
Oh my God.
There's no way. Guys, there's no way.
There's always a way.
Oh my God.
That's it.
This is a murder. It's a murder.
Bring in the EMTs. This match is over. Thanks for coming.
My God, guys. Austin Theory. His career might be over.
Every year, we look to the Elimination Chamber to see things we've never before, and that is no exception. Lesnar going for the cover. Oh my God.
Is this it? Is it we have a new champion?
That's
It is confirmed. Brock Lesnar set out here on a mission to headline WrestleMania title versus title against Roman Reigns. And he is a man of his word. Guys, with ease, he conquered all 6 individuals, all 5 individuals in his chamber.
Disbelief, shock, and joy coming across the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, buddy.
I think we're all in shock. We expected Brock Lesnar to dominate inside of Elimination Chamber. We did not expect that level of dominance.
Domination in all caps. Mass exclamation points.
And no disregard, complete disregard for human life. But F5 off the top of the pod. I mean, I don't think we're going to see Austin Theory for a while, if ever.
Guys, we're talking about the health of Bobby Lashley after this, but we definitely got to be talking about the health of Austin Theory. I got 2 men on the shelf for sure after this match.
Unbelievable.
Let's take you back now. Lesnar legitimately broke through. There it is. Broke through the pod, created a hatch for him to come out.
I've never seen that before in my life.
And then, right before the complete physical dissection of Austin Theory, Lesnar, I can't even call this.
Yeah. How do you call this?
You just watch in awe over the devastation of Brock Lesnar caused, and we saw the low blow by Austin Theory, that one chance that he had there to capitalize, but not enough to put down the beast.
He had his chance. Yeah, that was it.
And then the execution of Austin Theory. Oh, what are you talking? 15, 12 feet in the air.
And plus another 5 for the airtime that Brock Lesnar threw him. Look at that.
Wow.
My God. And guys, we're not talking about in the ring. We're talking about on steel, no less.
Yeah. How do you come back from that? I did not see that coming.
You're Roman Reigns. You're watching this. What are you thinking?
You are concerned. You are genuinely concerned for the longevity of your Universal title reign.
Hell, if you're Paul Heyman, what are you thinking? This is a Brock Lesnar we've never seen before. I would say he is more dangerous than ever.
Roman Reigns is the longest reigning champion in the past 35 years. Could that historic run come to an end in Dallas, Texas? I think it might.
Well, guys, both championships are going to be on the line. There's going to be only one winner, one alpha male in this. We have the God, Roman Reigns, versus the beast, Brock Lesnar. Two colossals head-to-head. Probably the biggest WrestleMania match to date.
We talked about this earlier, how so many competitors came to the platform of Elimination Chamber and brought themselves to a new level of competition. Brock Lesnar is no different in that situation here tonight as he once again became the WWE champion. As we march on to WrestleMania, it will be Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, WWE champion, Universal champion, champion versus champion for the most stupendous WrestleMania of all time.
And guys, we said before, we'll say it again, what a hell of an Elimination Chamber. Stacked all across the card from beginning to end. I've been on the edge of my seat, and it was fun hanging out with you guys here today.
It's been a great time. Great way to watch the Elimination Chamber.
An incredible premium live event experience. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the voice, Cheyenne Ortiz, on behalf of Shana Wrestling Podcast. Michael J. Putty, Mark Schwann. This is Cheyenne Ortiz. We will see you next time for WrestleMania.